Morning, everyone. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. Whenever anybody comes in here, let me know, please. Hey, Kid Murray, can you hear me all right? Hey, Don Philly. How's everybody's morning going? Hopefully, I'm coming through okay. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, King Ramon. How's your morning going? Did everybody have fun at behind the bar? I think it turned out really good. It was cool. NASA buried everybody, right? And it was so funny because everybody there was who said that they were going to come over there and show up and didn't show up. mm. King Ramon, who were you arguing with that said Vision didn't show up? And I want to say there was like one or two other people, but they were talking so much shit, right? And didn't even show up over there. It's crazy. Hey, Willie. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna give it a minute to get a few people in here. Have you guys heard about you know how if you get, well, you know, the drug tests that that the police use if they pull you over and they find something in your car? I found out like some really weird information about that, so I figured I'd talk about that this morning because it's bothering me. That's good, King Ramon. That's good. I dropped the link already to you guys if anybody wants to come up. But yeah, I wanted to bring this up just to make everybody aware of this because, like I said, it's bothersome. To say the least, it's bothersome. Oh yeah, King Ramon, you're right. Hassan, yeah. See, Old Head kept going back and forth. He was saying like, oh, I'm coming, oh, I'm not gonna go over there. He was going back and forth, but I know that Vision said that he was gonna go, and you're right, Hassan too. And that's crazy, right? If there's money at stake and I don't like, why wouldn't you do it? That's crazy. And am I the only one that thinks the 777 completely fucking bombed? Like, what was that about? It was like, in my opinion, okay, this is just my opinion, but it was like he must have written down things that he was going to say to like Larry or whatever because he was talking about people that weren't even there. And I was like, oh, wow. I actually thought that he was going to come a little bit harder than that. Hey, Raz girl, my love, how are you? Oh, King Ramon, Wavy Cam was going to show up too? I don't even think he's been over there for a couple days, has he? He can be really funny. He can be really funny sometimes. And did you guys notice too? Let me see. King Ramon had his picture up. NASA had his picture up, well, like his little cartoon thing. Lonnie had his picture up. And then who was the other person? Oh, 777, but we won't talk about him. But anyway, so you had King Ramon, Lonnie, and NASA. So they all had their avatars as them. And that makes it easier for the other person to try to roast you, right? Because they can look at your picture and they can try to go off of that. But I don't think that any of, because, okay, on their side, the one had the King Troll avatar. The other one was white, the one that was supposed to have the accent. And I don't think any of them had a picture. I don't think. Do you guys remember? Thank you, Willie. But think about that, right? We were still able to like mop the floor with them, and they didn't even have a picture, and you guys did. They lose. We win. Always. Forever. Yep, Aaron. Aaron was the one that had the King Troll avatar, right? So Aaron used King Troll, the Hajib or whatever guy that lost his accent. He ended up coming up there with that blank thing. Yeah, I don't think any of them did. That's crazy. And they still didn't win. I'm not bragging at all. Yeah, I am. Razgirl, you're going to be interested in this, right? I found this while I was researching all my stuff that I'm going to talk about with Little Nine Lives Reese, as I call him. But you did, King Ramon, you did. I think what happened with you, King Ramon, when you know how he was doing it where one person went, the other person went, and then there was like the free for all or whatever. On your free for all, you were in the second spot, and before he had said that you were number 1, people were putting in number 2 automatically. So I think, I don't know, like maybe they meant it, maybe they didn't, but I think that it was close, but I think that you beat him. That's just my opinion though. That was a close one. Yes, Willie, exactly, right? NASA did awesome. And to be able to do that to people that don't even have an avatar up, like he did it. He won that. But you guys know that like if you get pulled over and say like the police they think that like you might have, I don't know, say they find some pills in your car or something, right? And they're gonna like test it, to make sure it's like not drugs or whatever. I haven't seen one of the tests before, so I don't really know what they look like, but on like, TV shows and stuff, it kind of looks like they just take a little piece of whatever it is they find and then they test it with like a dropper or something. And if it turns positive for any kind of drugs, it'll show up and that's when they arrest you or whatever the case may be. Well, I ended up coming across a video, right, where there was this guy and he was in a fight with another guy or something like that, and the police ended up getting called, right? And they took both of them to jail, but when the guy was getting searched and everything before they put him in the back of the police car, he didn't have anything on him, but he had a necklace on, right? And the necklace had like a little teeny like a little vial. And so the police were like, well, we've got to take this off because I've got to open it up and see what's in it, right? And the guy was like, that's my daughter's ashes, right? His daughter had passed away and like he had her ashes in a little like necklace. So he's like, please don't open it. That's her ashes, you know what I mean? And he's like, just begging them not to open it. And the cop was like, well, I've got to open it. I really don't have a choice. So they put him in the back of the car and they open up the thing, and the cop, because you know how they have the cameras or whatever, so he was like, oh, it kind of looks like ashes, but I'm gonna have to test it anyway. Well, how about he tests it, and it tested positive for meth. So he ends up going to the car and telling the guy, right? He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna give the vial of this to your dad," because I guess the dad was there. And he was like, "But I'm just letting you know that it tested positive for meth," right? And the guy's like, "I don't know how that's possible because that's my daughter's ashes. I've never opened it," whatever the case may be. And so the police officer that did the test and everything, he went to the sergeant that was there and he's telling him what happened. And he was like, "Oh, well, test it again and see what happens." But if he's making, he was like, "Was that the first thing he said? That was his daughter's ashes?" And the cop was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "And it looks like ashes, but why would it test positive?" Right. So the sergeant ended up just saying, like, give it to the dad and don't charge him. It's probably just like a faulty test, right? So when I was watching this happening and everything, right, I was like, well, that's kind of messed up, right? If you're out pulling people over, testing people's shit for drugs, and you could literally put people in jail for that shit, you should have like reliable testing, right? And there's one of two things that can happen in a situation like that. Either the tests are bad, or, a certain amount of them are bad, or the people doing the tests are doing it wrong. So I ended up ferreting around, and there was a guy in Florida that ended up suing the police, and he won like $37,000 because this sounds crazy, but I couldn't have made this up. He was pulled over, and the police actually tested donut crumbs that he had in his car, and they said it was meth. So he went to jail for it. So he sued and won. Then there was another one where a man was arrested because drywall that was in his car tested positive for meth. There was a lot of meth ones. And what was another one? Oh yeah, there was one in New York where somehow, I don't know, it didn't go into detail because it's like in court, but somehow in New York, people had Jolly Ranchers in their car, or maybe like pieces of it, I'm not sure. And that tested positive for meth, but that's going through the court system right now. Then there was a couple that ended up spending 2 months in jail, 2 freaking months, both of them in jail, because they had baking soda that tested positive for cocaine. So I kept finding all these different cases when this is happening. Hey, Jen. Yeah, you hear what I'm talking about, Jen? There's some bullshit going on. So all of those popped up, right? And I couldn't find out, too much info because, like I said, a lot of them are they're in the court system right now. But there was one lady, I felt so bad for her, right? She was pulled over and she had some pills in a plastic bag in her glove box. And she was saying in her interview that her and her husband were trying to get pregnant, right? And they were some sort of vitamins that are supposed to help you get pregnant. So she said that she kept the bottle at home. She put some in her glove box in a baggie so she could take them at work and she wouldn't forget. Well, she ends up getting pulled over, and of course the police find the baggie and they're looking at it like, and now this was on camera. And he's all like, "Oh, it looks like ecstasy to me because they're not marked, and I'm gonna test it." Well, he ended up testing it, and it turned out positive for ecstasy. She ended up spending 2 weeks in jail, right? Until her attorney ended up convincing the judge to let her out on ROR. And if you don't know what ROR is, it's released on your own recognizance. And basically that means that um they trust you enough, you're not gonna, skip court. You probably don't have a record of anything, you're just like in good faith, you're gonna come to court or whatever. You don't have to pay to get out. So they release her. And by the time she got out, too, because she had spent the 2 weeks in jail, right? She ended up losing her job because of it. And, it really messed her up. So she's actually suing also. Well, like I said before, when things like that are happening, right? Is it the test that's wrong or is it the cops that are doing the test? It's one of the two. Maybe it's a little bit of both. I'm really not sure, but the tests that the police use to drug test things that they find in your vehicle or on your person, guess how much they cost, y'all? Hey, Bams, I want to see you guys guess. How much do you think that these drug tests cost that they use when they pull you over and they find something in your car or on your person to test and see if it's really drugs? Because I was like, what the hell? So how much do you guys think they cost? Bams, that's random as shit, but yes, ice cream does sound good. Okay, King Ramon says 1,000. King Ramon, for real, like, I mean just like one test, not like, a combination of them. Okay, Willie says 5. Jen says $10 to $20 at CVS. That's true though, Jen. You know when you go to a doctor or something like that, and you can do like a test at CVS for, I don't know, whatever, like a bladder infection or something like that. But if you go to the doctor, they charge you like $300. That is so fucked up. Okay, so King Ramon says 30. Raz, what do you think? Take a guess. Okay, Bam said 1,000, but maybe less. So we got 1,000 or less, 30. I think Willie said 5, and Jen said 10 to 20 or more. Okay, Raz says 12. Ha! All right, you guys. How about Willie is the closest? These tests cost $2. If a motherfucker can't give me $2, yes, y'all, $2. Do you believe that shit? So your freedom is basically uh weighing on a $2 test that probably comes from like China. Do you guys remember? That just made me remember this. Do you guys remember when in the beginning of COVID and all that, when the US ordered a whole bunch of testing kits, and I think they came from China. Yeah, I don't think it was Japan. It was China they came from, and they ended up finding out that like 90% of those tests were contaminated. Yes, Bams, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's a $2 piece of shit test, and your freedom is like literally weighing on that. And that's why, like, all these cases that I found where, like, you're testing donut crumbs, like Jolly Rancher pieces, drywall. I mean, get the fuck out of here. And what sucks too is like the girl that, or the couple that ended up being in jail for 2 months. I can't fucking imagine that. And the girl that went for or no, yeah, the girl went for 2 weeks, the couple went for 2 months. So you're both stuck in jail. And like what happened to the girl though, when she got out, she lost her job. Oh, that was another thing about her. She was from Jamaica, and I think she was trying to go through the process to get her like citizenship over here. And that got canceled too because she had missed an appointment for that while she was in jail for 2 weeks. Oh, and that's the thing too. They had sent the results of it off to a bigger lab, and it came back that it was vitamins, just like she had said. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that they should believe you if you're like, oh, hey, that's this or that's that. I agree with testing, I get it. But if it's if it's depending on putting somebody in jail or not, and that's going to be on their record, that's going to maybe ruin their job or what have you. They need to get better testing, period, point blank. Or they need to come up with some way that they keep whatever they find and then they send it off to a bigger lab and then they come and arrest you. I don't know. All I know is that I was floored when I found that. The good thing about it, though, is that it's being brought because of all these lawsuits. It's being brought out in the open. So hopefully, something might be done about it. Hey, Pink Sugar. So, like I said, yeah, hopefully something will be done about it because a couple of news channels are getting a hold of it. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, that's just horrible. That is horrible. I can't imagine being pulled over, having like, I don't know, dog food in my car or some shit. And they're like, oh, that looks suspicious. Let's test it. And then they're like, oh, ma'am, we're going to arrest you because you've got like whatever in your car. And the whole time you're innocent. That's crazy as shit on top of all the shit that's going on with cops right now anyway. Are you kidding me? Like, that just blows my mind. And then what's happening right now, like I told you guys earlier, like the one guy that sued in Florida and he got $37,000 from his donut crumbs. Like, you literally have to stay in jail, though. There's like nothing you can really do unless you have money or something to be able to get out or get a good lawyer, you know what I mean? So you basically are stuck in there until you get out. Then you're going to have to like try to, get it tested. And then you're going to have to get a lawyer anyway. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, $2. Like even Willie said 5. You would at least thought that. And okay, all my ladies in here, right? What is it when you take a pregnancy test? You can have a false, is it a false negative, but you can't get a false positive? It's something like that, right? Where you can get a negative, but you won't get a false positive to it. And I'm wondering, like, these tests, and okay, say these, if they're that cheap, they've got to come from like China or Tibet or some weird place like that, right? Where they're mass producing them. And if they're that cheap and they test for however many, drugs or additives or whatever, that's got to be made with like, I don't know, hairspray and like glue or something. You know what I mean? That would just change colors if you add anything to it. One of the articles that I read, they had done they were able to get like I don't remember where it was at. Damn it, I meant to write that down too. Oh, I forgot, you guys. But one of the news channels that had found it, they ended up going back and seeing so far this year how many false tests had happened, and there were 30 so far this year in that city where people got arrested and they were innocent of, whatever drug that the police had tested for. For real, Raz girl, like think about it. It's got to be something in there for $2. It's got to be something that's really, really cheap that would just change color when you add something to it if there's that much of a fail rate. Like if there's that high of a fail rate, right? Ooh, bam, I'll have to do that. I was reading about that earlier too. Exactly, Raz girl. They have $1 pregnancy test. Exactly. Yep. That's okay, Jen. If you fall asleep, we love you. Rest good. You work your butt off. It's okay. But that's crazy to me. That's way too high of a fail rate. 30 tests, and like I said, I'm just glad that it's being put out in the open though. I'm glad that, like I said, there were 2 different, news channels that picked up on it, and that's not including the articles that I was able to find and read about. The only thing that kinda sucked was that I couldn't get too much into depth with a lot of them because they were still in court. But it I don't even know what to say about that. And then think about it, while all this is going on, they're still gonna be using those cheap ass tests. That shit is ridiculous. But that was something random that I ended up running across, and I didn't even mean to look for it. And I get that, like, they always say that there's not a lot of money, for, like, that comes from the I don't get that either. Do you guys understand that? Like, I may be kinda naive to, like, money that comes from the taxpayers that gets dished out to, like, the city and stuff like that, like the police, and, like, the school board, like, stuff like that that we pay taxes for and they end up getting paid from it. You would think that, like, between all the donations that people do and all the money that ends up getting thrown around everywhere, that they would have enough money to be able to invest in at least a $5 test, like Willie said, at least 5. That's wild. Like I said, that just was wild to me. I couldn't believe it. Well, I mean, I could believe it, but it's fucked up. Oh, King Ramon, you've seen those? Oh my God, I've seen those before too. Those dollar weed tests at the Dollar Tree. I'm dead. Ah, how long were you smoking before you took it? Because I think you need to be smoking for like a couple days or something like that before it's in your system. I don't know for sure. I don't smoke like that. Yeah, I died when I saw that one day that I think it's what, the Dollar Tree had the weed test. I don't know if this was happening where all of you guys live at, but if you guys remember when the fake weed had came out, oh, what was it called? The K2, that stuff, when that had came out, and everybody thought they were gonna be slick and smoke that instead of real weed because it wasn't showing up on, like, drug testing or whatever, so if you were on probation or anything like that, you could smoke it because you could take a piss test and you wouldn't come up hot. So a lot of people were doing that, and then they ended up, being able to test for that too. But I never heard anything really good about K2. I don't know why people smoke that. That shit made a lot of people I heard stories about that, like, people jumping out of windows, crazy shit. Listen, you guys might not believe this, but I swear this story is real, right? One of my friends, her brother, went out with his friends and they had smoked a whole bunch of K2, I guess, right? I don't know what kind it was. I don't know exactly how much they smoked, but they had rented a hotel room, right? And it was like on the second or third floor. And he's telling this story and like I couldn't believe it. But anyway, he ends up getting totally shit faced off this K2, right? And his friends told him he just started like reading the Bible. You know how a Bible's in the drawer at like hotels and stuff. So he starts reading the Bible and he starts thinking that like God's talking to him and that God is telling him he's got to jump out of the window to get closer to him, right? So his friend said all of a sudden he just walked over to the hotel window and it was open. I guess they had it open already because they were smoking. And he literally jumps through the fucking hotel window, like screen and all, and just bloop, just jumps out, right? Because they're not that high up, he's okay. And he ends up getting up, running back into the hotel, comes back up to the room, And then they said the Bible, like he had put it on the bed, right? And it was still open before he had ran out and jumped out the window. So when he comes back in the room and they let him back in, they said the first thing he did was he looked at the Bible, and I guess because of the window blew the Bible pages, and he freaked out and he jumped out the window again. Like, I'm not kidding. He literally jumped out of this hotel window twice, voluntarily. And I think he hurt his ankle that time, but that was it. Like, he was really lucky, but I mean, I've heard some weird shit that people have done on that K2. I don't know why people would smoke that. It's crazy. I remember when it became like illegal, there was a store down here that's not too far down the road from where I'm at, and you could see it from like the highway, and they were selling it like what do you call it, like under the table. And there would literally, he only would sell it one day a week, early in the morning, right? And you could drive down the highway and there were literally people lined outside the door of this store waiting to buy K2. It was crazy. Yes, Jen, voluntarily, I'm telling you. There you go, kid. It's like smoking incense. King Ramon, do you know that? Do you know that? Have you smoked incense before, King Ramon? How was that experience? Let's talk about it. Right, Jen? Kid Murray's always talking about booger sugar. That's wild, though. I still couldn't believe that that guy actually did that. Why would you want to ever? I don't know. And he was like 30 something too. So it's not like you were younger and you were doing that just because you were like, you know, young and dumb or whatever. No. It's a damn shame. Funny, but a damn shame. Kid Murray, you better get off my friend Jen. She is not a man. Don't worry, Jen. He always says I'm a lesbian for some reason, so don't worry. You know how he is. He's got to say something crazy. Oh my God, King Ramon, you're a mess. Oh my God. Why you think she's a man, Kid Murray? I don't know if I should ask that question. Oh, hell no, Jen. Nice emojis. I'm trying to think. I was gonna do my little 9 Lives Reese show, but I'm gonna have to do that like during the day. I ended up getting so much information on that, you guys. I don't ever want to talk about him. By the time I'm done with that show, I'm not gonna want to hear his name or talk about him for the rest of my life. I ended up going and getting like, oh, I can't say it because then I got to save it for the show. But my goodness, I did research out of the ass on him. Pause. Kid Murray, were you able to watch the whole the show at Behind the Bar? If you want to, Kid Murray, drop your link in the chat. Yes, King Ramon, that's what I call him. Because you know how he keeps on having these close, you know, life calls and he's still alive? Like somebody's watching over his ass. Jalapeno, seriously?
What's up, motherfuckers? Did you miss me?
Yeah, I was making sure to give you your intro time.
I appreciate
What's going
that.
on?
Shit, I'm chilling. Shit, I got 10 more minutes on this break. They working a nigga, bro. Damn.
True,
They
true.
tripping. But I'm working with a lazy motherfucker. I had to drop a dime on his ass.
There you go.
Fuck is wrong with them? Better get his ass to
Right.
work. I ain't doing all this shit by myself, motherfucker. Which I can easily do. But he's getting paid as much as me, so fuck that shit.
Exactly.
Shit, just because I'm black don't mean a motherfucking thing.
Were you able to? So you had to work. Were you able to watch the show on Behind the Bar?
I seen the first I seen the first round. I didn't catch I'm gonna go back and watch it, but I didn't catch King Ramon. I caught the Lonnie Cabal in the Indian nigga, and I caught the what the fuck is his name? NASA? What the fuck is wrong
Oh
with me?
yeah.
Who won that shit? Spoiler alert.
NASA.
That's what's up.
I know, right?
That
Yep.
nigga, that nigga funny though. Hey, when that nigga asked NASA why his picture white, that shit funny as hell.
Yeah, there were some funny ones to it. I know that I was talking earlier when I came on about how we were able to still put all of them in the dirt, and almost everybody from Behind the Bar had their avatar, like a picture of them, which makes it easier, for somebody to roast you.
Yeah.
And everybody that came from over there, nobody had their face on there.
They wasn't really ready. They didn't. It's different. It's levels to the shit,
I agree. I agree.
and they just weren't ready just to talk shit. Hey, this girl I work with, she ratchet than a motherfucker. This bitch so fucking ratchet. She finna walk past ratchet ass country bitch. Bitch probably weigh 130.
Tell me how you really feel.
I'm sick of motherfuckers.
I hear you on that one.
I'm gonna start smacking bitches and choking niggas.
Don't you wish sometimes literally you could do that though? Like if somebody tried you, especially at a job, you could just get away with like maybe once a month just smacking the shit out of somebody if you
See,
could
my
prove
thing
that they
is,
pissed you off.
my thing is, a stranger, I smack the shit out of a stranger. It's the motherfuckers you know that think they can get by on the slick shit. That be the ones that be bugging me. I don't give a fuck about a stranger because they can't really hurt me at all.
That's true.
I hate when like somebody in your personal life try to disrespect you. That'll get a motherfucker fucked up.
Yeah, you're not lying about that.
Hey, I
Because
remember once I had to beat up my homie because he thought he can talk crazy to me. I choked his ass out. Stop
did you
playing.
make up afterwards?
Nah, he knew he was wrong, nigga. Don't ever fix your lips to say some crazy shit to me, drunk or not. That nigga tried to gouge my eyes out, but he ain't have it in him though. So I was choking the shit out that nigga.
Oh wow.
Told that
That
nigga,
happens sometimes too when you have friends and they end up drinking and they think that they can kind of just say anything out of the side of their neck to you and then apologize when they're sober.
what you said, I'm fucking motherfuckers up. I don't give no fucks no more.
I know that's right.
Hey, I can't wait till I be in a store and have to slap a motherfucker because they think they can like step in front of my son or something.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
Cause I'm gonna have to teach him fucking respect. Like, so I'm gonna have to get on the motherfucker ass.
True.
I gotta be a good role model out here. I'm eating my vegetables. I've been fasting, hungry than a motherfucker. Hungry than a mother. That shit be making me so mad. that
Well, you're
shit,
doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Good for you.
man, that shit be. I be fucking hot. Then I gotta drink this, but I drink motherfucking like the body water, so it kind of helped me out a little bit, like the Armor water.
Oh yeah.
I try to drink some of that shit because alkaline water where it's at.
Yeah. Is it just me or didn't that just come out overnight? Like I didn't see any kind of advertisements for it or anything. It just like popped out there when I was at the store. I'm like, "Oh, what's this shit?"
Let me.
Oh, guess this break is over. Oh wow, Ramon. Ramon, no. The Grim Reaper is not doing his job well with Reese, or doing his job with Reese. You guys ever notice that, though? Some people, like the guy that I told you guys about that jumped out of the hotel window twice back to back, you ever notice that some people can just, do the craziest shit and not, like, think about, whether they live or die? They just don't care, or they just don't think, or whatever the case is. And literally, they just, they're fine. But people that, like, try to, I don't know, shelter themselves, or they're too scared to do this or too scared to do that, they end up, like, passing away in the weirdest ways. Isn't that crazy? That's wild, wild, wild. Yeah, right, King Ramon. The Simpsons, don't they still play The Simpsons on TV? I think I randomly heard somebody talk about that the other day. That they still play that. That's got to be one of the longest running shows ever. It has to be. Oh, hey, King Ramon. Well, I guess I'll talk to you about it tomorrow, or later on today, since it's already Sunday. But remember how you said that little Reese lost his eye or whatever? Did you hear anything else about that? Because I'm not going to try to give away, the show, but were you able to hear anything else? Oh yeah, King Ramon. By the way, oh, Dr. Sebi made it popular. Okay. So what do you guys think about uh what do you guys think about, I'm trying to think, do I want to even get into this right now or not? Sigh. Oh, you're good, Kid Murray. I'm trying to think if I want to I probably should wait till tomorrow. Shout out to King Ramon. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the donation. Thank you. I can't believe that Megan gave Maine $1. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, I can't believe it. That's just, I don't know. That's crazy. I don't want to get into it because I'm gonna end up being on here all night. Ugh. Ugh. And I want to make sure Pink Sugar's around so I can ask her some stuff about it. Because people seem to, exactly, King Ramon. People seem to miss what was going on with I'm trying to think when it happened. Damn, I should have screenshotted it. I just learned how to screenshot though, you guys. Dang it. I wonder if I could go back and do it. I'll have to see. But when certain comments, Maine was putting certain comments up there or whatever during the show, there was one that was missed and nobody seemed to say anything about it, so I don't know if anybody saw it or not. But I'll probably bring that up later on. Because like I said, if I get started on that, I'm gonna get into it. And I am tired. I want to come on and tell you guys about the faulty drug testing the cops have. Oh, okay, King Ramon. So you haven't heard anything else since you heard that? Where did you hear that from? If you don't mind me being nosy. Because when I was getting all my research on it, right, I was doing news articles, I was doing videos, and I was doing other podcasts. So I've got a mix of everything because you know how like I make sure that I double and triple check everything before I talk about it. I've got some updates too that I'm going to be doing on some of the stuff that we talked about. Like if you guys remember, I can do this one really quick, but do you guys remember the lady that I told you guys about that she ended up saying that she went to sleep with her 2-month-old? I think he was 2 months. 2 months or 2 weeks. That's a big difference, but I think he was 2 months. But she said she went to sleep with him on her chest, and when she woke up, um, he was not breathing, and she had tried to say that DCF had came by and a woman went and checked on the baby, and when they left, he wasn't breathing, and she got scared, so she wrapped him up in the car seat and threw him away in the trash. And this lady, she also had 4 other kids with her husband, and he just happened to be there. They weren't together anymore, but he happened to be there while she was getting interviewed about what had happened. And he was saying until a body was found, he wasn't going to believe her because, he just didn't. I don't know. She's got to be off or something. But all 4 of their other kids had been taken also. So I kept on saying when I did that article that I don't know what they're not telling us, but how do 2 people, they're married, even though they're not together anymore, they have 4 kids. Every single one of them is in the system. And then now she ended up she was able to keep this brand new one and bring it home, and she threw it away in the damn trash. Well, they ended up finding the car seat and everything. And all they said was that there were remains. They didn't really go into detail because, of course, it's going to end up going to court and everything else. Well, they had arrested her, right? Like right after I did the article, they arrested her on first-degree murder because I guess, the detectives thought that she, did it on purpose. Well, how about now they released her and there's no charges against her right now? And that like flipped me out, right? Because I'm like, how did they go from charging her with first degree and within after they found the body, like they know something we don't. Maybe he died from natural like crib death or something, even though he was sleeping with her. I don't know. But that just blew my mind. I was like, oh, I can't stand it because there's only so many details you're gonna get. Maybe they'll bring more out though. Like once the autopsy is finished, and they know they're not gonna charge her. Because that's the only thing I could think of why they wouldn't charge her. Even if she had went to sleep with the baby and she rolled over on him and smothered him and he died, that would still be like manslaughter or whatever. So for them to release her and not charge her with anything, that would make me think that he died naturally, which is possible. I mean, he could have died from anything and we just don't know yet. He could have had something internally going on. You never know. Or like I said, he could have had what is it called? The SIDS or whatever, that sudden infant death syndrome. That could have happened. But what bugs me is when she tried to make up the whole story about DCF coming by and the woman going inside and seeing the baby, and then when they left, the baby was dead. Because if she didn't do anything or think she did anything to cause his death, why would she make up like a scapegoat thing to where it wouldn't look as bad on her? That's the only thing that has me like questioning her altogether. So I'm still watching that one because that's weird as shit. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And then I didn't hear anything about the dad anymore. So maybe when they finally found the body, he backed off. I have no idea. I don't know what he thought she did with the baby. Like she was dead ass serious in the interview when she was talking about how she put him in the trash. That is so sad. I feel so sorry for animals and babies like that. They can't defend themselves. There was an update on that baby in Vegas too. Oh God, what was it? Oh, this is what I wanted to run by you guys, right? Okay, I found this out. You guys should remember. Remember when I was talking about the 2-year-old child that got left with the boyfriend that the girl had known for 3 months? She left her 2-year-old with him, and she ended up flying to her mom's to help her mom because her mom had a foot injury. Then when she came back, well, while she was still gone, the boyfriend called her and was like, somebody came and took, your kid. And he was saying that it was her baby's dad's sister, right? So they were going on the press and news channels saying that he was kidnapped. Please bring him home, yada, yada, yada. And that I told you guys how they ended up arresting the boyfriend because they found the body of him, of the 2-year-old. And the boyfriend confessed and had said that he had an accident on himself and he hit him really hard. These are his words. I hit him really hard 3 times and he stopped breathing. That's what the boyfriend said. So the boyfriend's arrested. The mother still is not. But how about her mother? The one that she went to go visit to help with the foot injury did an interview, okay? It was a behind the scenes interview, so I wasn't able to hear it. But the person that did the interview with the mom, they had asked her questions and they did a show about it and everything. And basically, the grandmother, because how we kept saying, why would she have her daughter come to visit her and not want to see her grandchild? Like, why would you leave it with a man you only knew for 3 months? That's just odd, right? It didn't make any sense. Well, how about her mother, the grandmother, said that she had bought her daughter 2 tickets, one for the grandchild and one for her daughter. So she also said that the tickets were one way because I guess she didn't like the boyfriend, which, I get it. So it sounded like the mother was saying that she was going to have her daughter come home and bring her child with her. And, she was going to let her start over or whatever. And if I'm right, I think the mom was in Colorado or something like that. So when I first heard that, I was like, oh, okay, well, the daughter must have wanted not to leave the boyfriend, right? And maybe she thought leaving her son behind, her mom would understand, or even if she didn't understand, the daughter would have to go back to Vegas to be with, at least get her child. That way she would have to return, right? So that's kind of what I thought at first. I was like, okay, the daughter thought she was slick. Whatever excuse she made to not bring her son with her, and her mom would have had to pay to get her a ticket back home because her kid's there. That way she could still be with her boyfriend. That's what I was thinking. Then randomly, I had a thought pop into my head, and I was like, what if the baby was dead already? Like, what if something happened and the boyfriend had either killed him before she left to see her mom, or both of them were beating him, like whatever the case may be. What if he was passed away before she went to visit her mom, and that's why she didn't bring her son? Because the whole time he was already dead. I was like, holy shit, what if that's what happened? And we're not really going to know because they did a basic, like a examination of him. But I'm not sure. It'll probably take about a month for them to release the autopsy, if they're going to release it, because, the guy's got to go to court. So they're going to have to use it for evidence. Well, hold on. Not really. I would think that if she had any dealings with it, that he'd probably snitch on her. Like, if he's going to end up going to jail for life, I would think that he would probably snitch on her too. Or, we'll see her get charged with something. So I guess we'll just have to wait. But I don't know how you guys feel about that, but those are the ideas I came up with. That either the baby was already dead before she left, and she was just covering for the boyfriend, or she could have had something to do with it. It happens. Or she just wanted a reason to return to the boyfriend. It's got to be either one of those, though. Did you guys hear about the case where I still don't understand this, and she got convicted and she's on death row. She got the death penalty. But it was a younger couple, and the man had custody, full custody of his daughter. His daughter was like, I want to say 6. And the girl he was married to, the stepmother, did not like this girl. She would act like she did in front of people and in front of the father, but behind closed doors when the guy was at work and she was watching daughter, she was like basically torturing this poor girl. She wouldn't feed her. She would make her like do weird, like, this is just an example, but like standing up on one foot for hours and shit like that. Weird shit. Like she was really torturing this girl. And the guy worked nights. So all of a sudden, the daughter ends up getting sick. And the stepmother is telling the dad that, oh, she's probably just got the flu. She doesn't want to get out of bed, yada, yada, yada. So the dumbass guy believes this. And literally he said this during court. He was like, oh, well, she didn't come out of her room for like a week and a half. What the hell? That's a 6-year-old. You can't keep them in their rooms, right? And he tried to say that he was so busy working that he didn't really have a chance to see what was going on. But literally, the girl ended up being so weak from the lady not feeding her and not, she was going to the bathroom on herself. She was basically dying in her bed. And she had ended up beating her so bad that she had broke something. I can't remember if she broke her leg. She did something to where the girl couldn't walk. And that's why the girl was stuck in the bed. And she kept on keeping her quiet while the dad was there. But here's a weird thing, too. After the child passes away, dumbass stepmom tells the husband, your daughter died. And, I might have caused it. So he helps her get rid of the body. Like, he even tried to burn his own daughter. Like, they tried all this crazy psycho shit to get rid of the body. He ended up not being able to go through with it, and so they ended up catching him with the body in the back seat or some shit like that. But he's in jail for life. She got the death penalty, as she should. But you get people that are together, and I know mental illness is out there, but how in the hell, especially a man, how do you not go in the room and check on your blood daughter at least once, maybe twice in almost 2 weeks when you don't see her once? I don't care how much you're working. I don't care. That just blows my mind. But, it is possible where couples end up, like sticking up for each other, trying to cover and stuff like that. I don't know. People are crazy out here. Yeah, Kid Murray, I'm telling you. That happens way too much. Hey, Fresh Brown. That happens way too much than I would like to admit when I'm going through cases and stuff like that where you see, and then, oh my God, is it just me, you guys? Or does it seem like DCF or, like Children and Families? Doesn't it seem like they are always in the wrong family's business? Like they'll be stuck up somebody's ass, oh, we got a anonymous call about whatever, and they're bugging people that really aren't doing anything wrong to their children. But yet down the road, there can be a child being abused like constantly every day and not eating but they're not worried about that kid. They're, bothering the fuck out of somebody else that's actually not doing anything wrong. I swear I see that over and over and over again where or if they end up going to a house where somebody's called, the kids are being abused and they don't do shit about it. It's our system is so backwards. Thank you, King Ramon. Thank you. It's crazy though. Like I said, I feel so bad for animals and children because they're just so helpless. Okay, what Kid Murray say? What do you know about since you take a piss test and the lady has to watch you? Oh, you got skills then, Kid Murray. So they got to watch you take a pee, but you're dirty and you keep passing it. You got skills. That's something to talk about, you guys. Oh my god. Have you ever seen like all the different stuff that you can so-called pass a P test with? They've got what? Drinks that you can get. I even saw one time they've got like a I ended up going down the dark side of YouTube one night. I don't know how I found this, but they actually have like a powdered urine that you can use. And I don't remember how you're supposed to use it though. But all these they keep figuring out all these different ways that you can pass a piss test. That is crazy to me. I would not put all my ducks in one basket with if I'm on probation, or if I'm like testing for a job, or if you got to take a P test for something, and maybe a job isn't that big of a deal, but if it relied on me going to jail or not, or I don't know, something big like that, I'm not risking it. I'm just not going to smoke. I don't know. I don't know why people would want to smoke that bad. They'd risk that because you don't know if that shit works or not. Because honestly, if they had something out there, whether it's pills, a drink, or a powder, or whatever in the hell, if they had something out there that worked 100% of the time, every time, everybody would buy that one thing. It would be spread, by word around the whole globe. Sorry, King Ramon. Around the whole globe, and everybody would know about it, and they would buy it. Like, it wouldn't be a question. Everybody would know that this one thing would work. And I'm not a smoker, but I've never heard of one thing being positively, reliable. I'm not putting my future on the line for some drink or whatever. No way. I remember one time in the military, they used to always call us like an hour or two before we would have to take a P test, right? And it would always be at like 3:34 in the morning, because they would catch you off guard, so you couldn't do anything, right? You would just have enough time to get dressed and go to the wherever you had to meet. And like Kid Murray was saying, where you had to take these tests at, like, guys are kind of lucky. For a girl, it's very awkward at the least, because you got to sit down. There's no doors on where you go to the bathroom at, and literally whoever is watching you, they're literally bent over staring at your poo cat to make sure there's nothing in it, or what. I mean, they're like up in your shit. Like, I felt so crazy. I was like, okay, really? Like, you don't have to get, like, really? But I couldn't pee one time, right? I was like, okay, this bitch is just looking a little bit too hard. Like, I can't. And there was like another girl that couldn't pee, and there was one guy. So of course they think that we're all going to come up hot or whatever, right? And that we're trying not to do the urine test. And that wasn't the case for me at all. So they ended up making us go to a office center, and we had to wait and we couldn't leave until we finally peed. I had another girl watch me, but she didn't have her face dang near in my poo cat, so I could pee. I was fine. So I ended up leaving, and I passed the test, and everything was okay. The guy ended up failing. And I can't remember about the other girl, but I thought that was so wild. Like, how are you mad that certain people can't pee? It's like 3:34 in the morning. We just got woke up and drug over here to do this shit, and somebody has literally got their head right there. Like, come on. That shit is awkward. Hey, Don Philly. What Fresh Brown say? The Wizinator is a fake tool. Hold on, guys. Okay. The Wizinator is a fake tool that has fake pee for when you watch taking your breath. Oh, wow. The Wizinator? I can't. Haha, Fresh. Oh, by the way, Fresh, you had me dying in Behind the Bars chat. Oh my god. I spit out my drink once. I can't remember what the heck you said, but you had me just dead. No, King Ramon. Was it for a job or something? You used your okay, now you got to talk about it. How did you ask your dad for a pee to pass a piss test. How did you pull that off? I want to hear that. Like, did you just go up to him and be like, hey, yo, dad, like pee in this cup for me real quick? My dad would have beat my ass and made me dig my own grave. Hey, Lady Fresh. Do you guys, I can't remember, Lady Fresh. Do you guys have to drive today? I can't remember. Because I've got my long show that I'm gonna do. So if you guys have to get on the road, I can kind of do it around that. That's a shame, King Ramon. I'm just saying. I'm not judging. Yeah, I am. I'm judging. Oh yeah, Lady Fresh. What did you think? And Fresh Brown. What did you guys think about? Oh, you're flying. Okay. What did you guys think about the apology? I don't believe that shit. I don't. I could be wrong, but I don't. At all. And now that you guys are in here, I guess I'll talk about it. I was going to wait until later on today, but I'll talk about it now. She had ended up putting something in the chat before Maine had saw her when he had brought up the dollar, and he had saw where she put like the laughing emojis. There were two parts. I might have to go back and see if I can screen. I'll have to write it down because now I forgot what the hell. She I had it worded and everything too because I knew I was going to bring it up to you guys. Dang it, what was it? She said something like, "But I don't get the same respect." Clowns with like a exclamation point. And I was like, okay, here we go. Just because he's bringing up the dollar thing, now here she goes with the derogatory bullshit again. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was right there, but somehow he didn't see it. He only saw what she had put afterwards. And then towards the end, when he was looking at her comments, right when he was ending the show, she ended up putting another comment. I forgot what that one said. I'll have to go back and write it down and then I can tell you guys later. But yeah, she was popping off talking shit again. Like she just wasn't up there. Jalapeno, stay up here or stay down. Crazy pup. We were laughing at Ramon and his. Oh, that's what it was, Fresh Brown. Yeah, King Ramon, you freaky. You freaky weirdo. Yeah, you like that, King Ramon? Recliner seat face? Yeah, you're gonna be talked about, boy. So King Ramon, you said you were joking about that, and that was a chess move. Like, I get it. It's either one or the other, right? Either King Ramon is trying to like get kind of nice to her and maybe get like, I don't know, information or something, you know, where he could like use it to his advantage. Or he's just being a freak with his 50-50 ass. Yes, King Ramon, you're right. Oh yeah, Ramon, what the fuck in my Lady Fresh voice is abortion juice, Ramon? Like I'm pretty sure we can all imagine what you meant, but what made you come up with that? That's disgusting. That is horrible. You could have even have got away with saying like placenta or something because they make that to put in your hair and shit like that. But abortion juice, that's nasty. That is nasty. Like, do they sell that at the store? Like, you just go and pick that up? Like, what is that? That's horrible. Ew. You took it there with that one. I'll give you that. Ugh. I know I'm glad that as women, and being human, we don't have to do what animals do. Like after they give birth, they have to like eat. Oh, I don't want to go here. They have to like eat the, like the afterbirth and like everything because they don't want to attract like other animals. Ew. And they try to say that it's got all these vitamins in it. It's really good for the moms to eat that. That is so gross. Ah! Abortion juice is expensive. I can't. Don Philly, I'm dead. He said you ran out of jokes, King Ramon. That's funny. You guys are tripping me out. That did come out of like left field though. What did Lady Fresh say? Ah, my screen is messing up. She said, I almost crashed the car when you said that. I believe it. That's one of those things, right, where you hear it and you're like, did he just say? Yeah, he said that. Yep. Uh-huh. That's crazy though. Well, you took it there. That was pretty vile. Like I said, everybody did really good. I was actually I was really, really proud of you guys. You really did good. Except, like I said, I don't like 777 because of what he said about me that one time, and I don't even fucking know him, so he can kiss my ass. But I thought, like, I've heard him a few times, and he seemed like he was a little bit funny, or maybe I was giving him too much credit. I thought maybe he was like quicker on his feet. Um, but he bombed. Like I said, it sounded to me like he had written it down, and he was planning on going after Larry. And he didn't even have, because you guys knew who you were going against once Mean was like, okay, we have these four, we have these four. I'm going to put King Ramon against this person, NASA against this person, and you're going to be first, second, third, fourth. I mean, he went last, and he still didn't change up his shit to match who he was talking to, so he ended up just sounding retarded as shit. But in a way, it made it fair because I think that if we would have literally wiped them out and won like every single thing, like off the bat, they would have been like, oh, they cheated. Blah, 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 blah. Even though we didn't. King Ramon, I told you that jerk said shit about me on your live. Remember when I told you to go back and listen to it? Because I was mad at you for that shit. But I don't know what happened to you, right? Because you were I don't know either down in Philly. I wonder if he knew what he was trying to do. Who knows? But on your live, I don't remember if it was. I don't think it was the last one. I think it was the one before. I can go and look. And I don't know where you went because in the middle of him being up there, you disappeared, like your whole avatar and everything. So I don't know if you got kicked off or you had left. Because when you showed back up, you just started talking like everything was normal. But he literally he told me to like suck his dick and fuck me and like all that. Like he was like going off on me. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? So that's why I told you to go back and watch it. I've never even talked to him. I don't know what the fuck. So I don't know. But I'll have to exactly, Lady Fresh. Thank you. Yep. Exactly. Because nobody messes with him like that. We don't like him like that. Or, I know I don't like him like that. But I don't know. I don't know. But he sucked bad. But like I said, it kind of worked out good because it made it fair. Because that way, who was King Troll? Aaron, I think. So that way Aaron was pretty good. So it made it good. I liked it. I think it turned out really, really good. Wasn't it Lady Fresh and Fresh Brown? wasn't it the last troll show that Maine had where everybody was saying that it kind of went left? So if that happened and this one turned out really good, that's awesome because maybe the other ones will, you know, in the future will be better because everybody got along and nobody was mad. Nobody even brought up other people's kids. So that's awesome. I think it went really good because literally everybody was roasting each other. And that's how it should be. You shouldn't have to bring in kids or family members or anything like that. So I think it went really, really well. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, he did. You heard that, Fresh Brown, tonight? Yeah, he did. Yeah, I thought so too, Fresh. Yeah, Aaron did good. Oh, really, Don? He was in the last troll, whatever you would call it, contest. Yeah, King Ramon, I'll find it. I'll have to go on your videos and find it and let you know. But yeah, I thought Aaron did a good job too. Everybody did really good, and I'm so proud of NASA. He was able to do it and not recycle any of the jokes or anything, so that made it really good. Because I know you guys know what I'm talking about, where you see somebody and they try to roast and they literally use the same shit over and over and over again. Like you're not hearing it and noticing it. So, what does everybody have planned for today? I know the Browns have to be on a flight. What do you got planned, King Ramon? Do you have to work? Yes, no, maybe. Everybody else that's in here, what's everybody going to be doing? Like I said, I'm going to end up doing my Little Nine Live Reese show so I can finally get that out of the way. But it's going to be a longer one because I ended up with like 10 pages of notes. That shit is insane. Sometimes I hate that because doing the YouTube thing, I always want to make sure that I don't give out any false information or miss anything. And then sometimes I still end up missing shit. But um I'm one of those people that's like, oh, I got to make sure that I give all the info and don't want to leave anything out. And with him, I kind of wanted to tell like his past and stuff. So I ended up going back to like when he was 17 and like where he's doing. Oh my God. Like I said, I've got 10 pages of shit. So I want to hurry up and get that done so I don't ever have to hear about his name for a while. There you go, King Ramon. That's a plan. Yeah, I was saying that earlier, Fresh, when I first came on here on the live, there was some of the biggest talkers actually were the ones that didn't show up, like the Vision guy. King Ramon, who else did you say? Hassan. And you know what's crazy? I don't know if you guys were watching King Troll before the contest started, but Venezuela was on there like going crazy. Literally going nuts. He wasn't even making much sense. Like he was just talking about how much he hated white people and like it was weird. But he was literally going crazy. And then he goes over to behind the bar and completely bombed. But nobody really like pays attention to him much anyway, so it wasn't a big deal, but it was crazy. You had all that energy over on the troll page, but then when you're over here, you just completely bombed. And it acted like, didn't it sound like he was eating something and shit? It was weird too. But I don't know. But that's what it sounded like to me, that he was literally eating like something when he started. Right, Fresh, he was too. He was complete garbage, I'll agree. Yeah, I thought he was gonna come with something better. How's it going?
Flavor Fave.
Don't start that damn shit.
How you
Who
doing?
said that at first? I can't remember who said that. Who started that? Oh god, that was Maine, wasn't it? Oh man.
That was me.
Was it you? That's not funny. Don't have people catch on to that. You know what's funny though is that I actually used to love Flavor Flav when I was like younger.
Mm.
Didn't he have like a shit ton of kids?
Yeah, he got like a whole football team of them.
Right? I figured he had a whole bunch. Oh my god. Then he had that show. Remember the show he had? What was it? Flavor of Love or something like that?
Uh huh. With I forgot her name, but yeah, man,
Delicious.
delicious and
That New
what's up,
York chick.
New York. Yeah,
She was a mess, boy.
yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, them shows was funny.
Reality TV.
Yeah, reality
Messy.
TV is not the same as it used to be. It used to be more
It's not.
fun and yeah, like the real world. Like I remember the first real world came out. Like and I remember the one with what's a Puck. That shit was funny, man.
I don't even remember. All I know is that like now it just seems like they put people in a house and they just film it. They don't do anything in particular. They don't like have any kind of skills. They just film whatever, and you know what I mean. They just film whatever, and people just
Hmm.
watch to see people argue and like beat each other up and shit.
Right. Yeah, the drama, it brings forth views. So, you know,
Exactly,
I'm all
exactly.
for it though. I love that shit,
You would.
especially
You with
Bad
your
Girl Club.
abortion juice. I don't. That's
Abortion.
one of the ones I don't understand. Like the Bad Girls Club, they literally all they do is go out every night, get shit faced, and fight each other. Like that's it. Like I don't know.
Right,
That's like not.
and then be
That's not
friends
interesting
the
to
next
me.
hour. Right. Right. Then they friends the next hour.
Exactly.
Then they fight again. Some of that stuff I think is planned. I think the producers and shit would be
Oh
like,
yeah, it has to be. It has to
yeah,
be.
like, hey man, y'all gotta fight, man, or start this beef with this person and make it interesting, you know.
Yep. Yeah, TV is definitely like um, not what it seems. They've got a bunch of it's a bunch of scripting and stuff like that. Or I can't remember what show it was, but there was one show where a girl that had been on it was giving like an interview and everything, and she had said that she knew because she had talked to the producer that if she was like the bad one out of all the other girls that were there, that she would get the most attention, and that the producer had told her it would keep her on the show longer. And so that's what she did. She just was like a villain the whole time. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know if
Mm,
I'd be able to like change my whole personality just to make a couple of dollars. You know what I mean? Because I've noticed, and this might be complete bullshit, but I would think that if you're in that line of work or you're trying to get into television or acting or whatever, that if you do a role like that and you're known for being like a villain or a bad person or whatever, that a lot of people wouldn't want to work with you. Like that might keep you, afloat and get a lot of attention for whatever show you're on that wants that. But after that, it would probably cut your chances down to do anything else.
right.
I would think. I have no idea.
No, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. What the heck? What Fresh Brown crazy?
Oh, I do remember the roast of him. They don't
Yeah.
even do those anymore, do they?
Nah, they used to do them on Comedy Central, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they do those anymore. If they do, I haven't heard about one in forever.
Right, right.
Those were funny because they would roast the celebrity like right there in their face. Those were funny.
Mm-hmm.
There was one, I can't remember who it was. There was one where he got pissed off. Oh, I don't remember who it was, but he actually got mad. Oh, dang it. I'll have to find it. I think it was a rapper. But he had tried to tell everybody like, okay, you can say this and say that, but don't go too far. And like somebody had said something that pissed him off, and he got all butthurt.
They took it there, huh?
Right? They did. He tried to pull a Birdman. Put respect on my name.
Are you finished or are you done?
That happens a
Yeah.
lot with rappers. I just saw Kodak. Remember when I did the show about Kodak Black? I saw an interview that he did, and he was newer. And when you're newer, you should be trying to suck up all the attention you can get, pause, with like, interviews or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was doing an interview on some radio station, and they had asked him about like the court case he was going through, and he was just like, "Oh, well, I don't want to talk about that." And the guy was like, "Well, I told you I was going to bring it up or whatever." And he was like, "Well, I don't care. I'm just," he was like, "I'm going to walk out right now. Like, I don't want to talk about it." And so I guess it pissed the interviewer guy off, and he was just like, "Well, fine, we're done then." And he just ended the whole interview.
Damn. It wasn't Vlad, was it?
Right.
Or it was like a
No,
reporter,
it wasn't Vlad. It was like an actual radio station.
radio. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I think I do remember that one. Yeah. They kept, they kept asking.
Yeah, they had asked him something about, and then he was like, "Well, let's change the subject." And the guy was like, "We tried, but you didn't." He was like, "We tried, and we were talking about, blah blah blah." And Kodak was like, "Well, I don't like that either." And that's when the guy was like, "Well, fuck it." I'll tell you, that's one thing that I do not like. Which there's a lot of shit I don't like, but I hate it when people actually get some attention or they start to become famous and they think that they can just call all the shots no matter where they're at, no matter how much money they have. Like they just, you know what I mean? Like a lot of those celebrities that are, like musicians or rappers or whatever, they really have big egos, like ridiculous egos, when half of them, and maybe I'm being too hard on a lot of them, but I mean, nowadays, how many of them actually write their own shit, or come up with their own moves, or I don't know, what do you call it? Like back in the day, you had to like play an instrument, you had to write your own shit, you had to try to sell your own shit. Like, it's way different now.
Yeah, like yeah, they get super sensitive now.
Yep. And they don't have to work as hard to even get there anymore. All they have to do is put it on what's it called, Spotify or YouTube, and all it has to do is go viral. That's it. And then all of a sudden you've got like, all this attention and everything else.
If you got a
When back,
dope,
yeah,
if you got a
when back
dope
in the
beat
day you
and a
had to
dope
sell
hook,
shit out of your trunk. I'm
yeah.
sorry, what?
No, I was just saying if you got a dope beat and a dope hook, that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? People don't pay attention to the lyrics anymore. It's like if you got a dope beat and dope hook, you know what I mean? You could be trash and still sell. You know what I mean? Like you said,
Yep.
the social media platforms or different streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and all that. So yeah, it's super easy. It's not like the grind of, like you said, selling it out your trunk or selling physical copies and shit like that. So it's way different now. The game is easier, but it's fugazi at the same time because it's like, man,
Super fugazi.
yeah, it's like you hear like with the drill music scene, right? That's what's
Huh?
popping right now, right? So like you remember back in the day, like you could tell like who artist that was is based off their voice or they cadence or whatever like that. Like you could tell, the
Yeah,
difference,
yeah,
like a Biggie and Tupac. That's like how much difference, for example, you could tell about the artists.
right.
Nowadays, these new rappers are sounding like rock artists now. Like you can't tell who is that. Like I was listening to this one rapper, and I thought it was not NBA YoungBoy, but I thought it was somebody else. But it ended up being somebody else. Like I was like, oh, you sound just like that person. But nah, it was somebody. It's like damn, man, y'all all sound the same. No, it's like it's weird.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
No. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, can you hear
Oh,
me?
mhm.
Okay.
I can hear jalapeno too.
Oh Lord, yeah, whatever.
What's
I
up?
don't know why she does that.
What's
She's
up
like,
with
oh,
Chico? What's Chico doing?
he's knocked out because
Okay,
like a normal person, he should be asleep. And
Chico be
this.
chilling.
Yep, he does. He's a super chill pup. And this crazy one over here, God, she's crazy. She's like, oh, you're going live? Hold on.
Yeah, I want
Like,
to meet her. I want to meet her one day. I love dogs, man. So
that dog's great. What's up, Shippa?
What's happening, Faith? What's happening, King Ramon?
Schiffer, what up? What up, man? Salute.
Salute, brother, man. That's why I catch you lot quickly, man. I just woke up, to be honest.
True, true. Oh my God, did you hear that? She just growled at me because I won't throw her toy.
Mm-mm.
She did. She was just like, like what? No,
Hey,
she
so
didn't.
who won the troll wars?
NASA.
Oh, NASA, yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's because I gave him all that early training in the day. He got that early training, so he was ready.
Right.
Yeah.
I should laugh. I'm gonna take all the props from that battle now, because I trained NASA myself.
Oh God, there you go.
I did, man. I was schooling him for about 4 hours straight, so he had to win. If he didn't win, he'd look like an idiot.
So you want your
Yeah, right.
30%, huh? You want your 30%?
Yeah, I want my 30%. I'm his manager. I'm managing him. I should laugh. I like NASA though. He's funny still. What are you guys
Shipper's
talking
gonna
about?
tell NASA that, and NASA's gonna be like, if you don't get your old bottle-shaped head ass out of here, boy.
You
Right.
goofy ass boy.
You feel me?
Right?
You feel me? Oh,
You know
Schiffer,
that's
you
like
old
his
dusty
signature
head
line.
ass boy.
You
You
dusty
boy.
head ass boy. That is his signature move, like wrestling.
Oh no, man. May need to make some shirts like that. You dusty. You dusty boy.
Trust me.
Yeah, no, we were talking
Yeah.
about Well, I started out by talking about the drug tests that police give if they find something in your car or on you. Um,
Yeah.
a lot of them are turning out to be faulty, and people are suing because of it. Because so I was talking about that, and then Ramon and I, we were talking about the troll show, and then we were talking about what were we talking about, Ramon? Rappers and stuff, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a free for all. So take it where you want to take it, Shifra.
Okay, nice, cool, man. I thought I'd just show my face because you know what? I was on King Troll show. I've been on someone else's show that I can't even remember. But I thought, let me show some love to the first Americans that I met on live panels.
True, true. You're gonna have to go back and watch the Behind the Bar show because it was really good though.
I'm gonna go back and watch that still, but I don't think I've forgotten you, man.
Yes.
I know Baron Saturday tried to say that I forgot about Larry as well. But Larry hasn't been going live, has he?
No, he's having like a family issue, I guess.
Oh, what, domestics and that?
No,
Nah,
not like domestic. Probably just like a relative or something.
Oh, he's not getting a beat
Yeah.
down then, that's cool.
nah, nah,
No.
nah.
No.
Yeah, just send your prayers and blessings out to Larry. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean. Salute to Larry. You know what I mean? His family.
Yes.
You know.
You got to work today, Shipper, or no?
Say that again?
You got to work today?
Nah, no work today. Lazing around today.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah, same here, man. I'm just gonna be eating authentic tacos and drinking some beer, and chilling, man. Shit.
Those are the best days most of the time when you can play. My mom used to call it playing rock star, where you could just lay around all day and just do nothing, basically.
Playing Rockstar, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm about to play some Call of Duty. I don't know about Rockstar.
You don't play. Oh yeah, I don't think you do. You don't play the video games where you go live on a channel or anything, right, Shipper?
Nah. I've never done that. How do you do that?
I don't really know the interworkings of it, but Larry and NASA have started to do that to where they go live and then we can watch it and everything. So when Larry does
Okay.
when he does come back, uh we'll have to figure it out so you can like play with him and NASA.
On the computer game. Pause.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, my bad. Pause. Yes. On the game. My bad.
No, I'm playing. As long as they can play the games I play, man. I don't play that. I play the football and I play Call of Duty. That's about it, really.
Yeah, I think they do Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty or something like that. Kid
I
Murray
play
said to
Sandra.
ask you what system do you play on?
I'm on the PC or the Xbox.
There you go, Kid Murray.
Either one. I got a PlayStation 2, but I don't like the pad. It's too small. I got big hands.
Pause.
True.
Pause. That's not really a pause, though. That's actually a compliment to myself.
A
I
compliment
got
to
big
myself.
feet, too.
My first Call of Duty game was when it was only for PC.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
Uh-huh.
back in the day.
I used to
I used to
play
play.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six series game.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
Yeah.
Do you remember a game called Black Hawk Down?
Yeah.
That was my shit. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was better than Call of Duty at the time.
Tom Clancy is a good writer.
Yeah.
Did the movie come out first or the video game come out first? Black Hawk Down.
I think the movie came out first.
Yeah,
The movie. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was based off a book. Well,
it was true events.
It was true events, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Only thing I don't like about this new Call of Duty is that you take too long to die. It's got a bit childish. Like if you get shot like in the neck, you should be dead.
Oh, they
That's true.
doing that. Oh, okay, they're doing that now. Because I remember the first Call of Duty games, you get shot once, like it was real life, like
Yeah,
you're
that's
done.
your finish.
You're
Yeah, they changed
responding
it now. They
somewhere.
changed it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
I
That's
think
guy's
they
like an
need to
android
keep
now.
it. I think they need to keep it more realistic like that too, because a lot of younger kids that play those games, I don't know if it's true or not, but they say that they get desensitized to actual death or hurting someone like with a gun or something like that. So you would think
Yeah,
they would want to make it realistic.
yeah, it would make
yeah,
sense.
that's true. Sure, I walked by a dead body yesterday. I was like,
How they should make Call of
I'm just
Duty that
playing.
if you
I'm
get
just
shot in the leg,
I was
you
about to
should like,
say details.
that
yeah, the
sounded
details
serious
is
as
what's
hell.
needed. Like, imagine if you got shot in the leg and then you started shambling like a zombie. That would be good.
Right?
That would be excellent.
Excellent.
Go around shooting
Hell
people
no.
in the leg.
Yeah.
I should have loved.
I've always said, like, if the zombie apocalypse really happened, right? Would you like you remember the movie 28 Days Later?
Yeah,
Man, if the zombies ran like that, like in that movie, the zombies were like track stars. Like I would just give
yeah, I
up.
see it.
Yeah, I'd be like, fuck
Just
it.
imagine Usain Bolt as a zombie. You're done.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like you're
Yeah.
done. Like you try to outrun Usain Bolt as a zombie, and he has unlimited like stamina. Like you're done. Oh shit! I just gave him an idea. He'll probably he should that'd be dope if he started a zombie movie and all of a sudden he turned to a zombie. He started like, oh, they should do that in the next Zombieland movie. Have y'all seen Zombieland 2 yet?
Yeah,
I saw the first one, but I didn't see two.
Uh,
It didn't look that like I don't know, like I might see it one day, but it wasn't something that I wanted to run and go watch. Did you see it?
yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
Is it?
Yeah, I recommend it. Yeah, check it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I was questioning it because when a sequel usually gets made, it's either going to be good or it's going to be horrible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like the best sequel movies, The Matrix, I believe they did good on the sequel.
Terminator 2.
Terminator 2, yeah, definitely. Um Weekend at Bernie's. I like that.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, what's that movie with the Three Ninjas? Damn.
The Three
I've
Ninja
never
I'm,
seen.
Kids.
I'm, I'm going way back. Three
Yeah,
Ninjas.
you are going way back.
That was my shit. Rocky loves
Ghostbusters 2
Emily.
is good.
Rocky loves Emily.
Rocky 2 is good as well. Rocky 2 is a good film.
Rocky 2, yeah.
That was the best one, I think. I think some films just make shit sequels, man. You just gotta tell some stories once.
Yep.
Right. Titanic 2, that was trash.
What the hell? They had a part 2 of the Titanic. What in the actual fuck would that be about?
Nah, I'm just playing.
That is not funny.
Leonardo DiCaprio was a zombie. He came out from the.
Hell no.
He's Captain
That was
America.
like I thought Jeepers Creepers 2. I thought Jeepers Creepers 2 was good, but part 3 was stupid.
Oh yeah.
No, that was trash.
Like they
Part 3
waited
was absolute
Yeah,
trash.
they waited all those years and then it was stupid as hell. I was mad.
Oh, Saw 2 was good. Saw 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right. Jeepers Creeper 3, that was straight abortion juice.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah.
I'll agree though.
Yeah.
You know, one
Trying
of
to
my
think
favorite films is I used to like what's that film with the guy with the small head? Beetlejuice. I used to like Beetlejuice. I don't know where.
Oh my God! Did you see
Pause,
they're making
pause,
a
pause,
remake of that?
pause, pause.
Pause.
Barry was playing the preview on his channel.
Which one?
They're making a remake of Beetlejuice. Remember, Larry played like the preview
Yeah,
or
Yeah,
whatever on his channel.
yeah.
I
That
know.
looks more like sinister and more like what's that
It's
word?
gonna
Yeah,
be cool to see how like the graphics are different.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it might be better because I saw the remake of Mortal Kombat the other day. That was better.
You didn't like it?
No, I liked it. It was better than the first Mortal Kombat.
Oh, you say it's better. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's a
yeah.
lot better.
I
The
gave it a
graphics
nine.
are way
I gave it
better.
a 9.5. I did a review on it on my channel, and yeah, yeah. That Mortal Kombat. I like the storyline, what they did with Sub-Zero and Scorpion, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I
and
enjoyed it. A
his
lot of people,
grandson.
yeah, a lot of people, not a lot, but most people was butthurt about it. I don't know why. I was like, man, I enjoyed it. Like it was cool to me. Like for what they
Yeah,
did and for what the budget they had with the graphics, like that was great.
yeah, it was hard.
And people's like, oh, the acting was bad. I was like, well, if you look at Mortal Kombat, it's not about like the dialogue. It's
Yeah,
all about the fatalities,
the
the
fight scene, isn't it?
yeah, in the corny punchlines that they use in the video game.
Yeah,
So it's like, like if you're not a fan of the video games, then you won't get it as watching
Right.
it as you know as on the movie.
yeah,
So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I can't wait for more adaptations of it or more sequels to it, what have you. So
yeah. That'll be good, man. They got some new Marvel films coming out this year as well, isn't they?
yeah, I, are you a Marvel fan, Fave? You into the
Yeah.
Yeah, so Disney Plus, I recommend if anybody don't have it to subscribe to Disney Plus. But yeah, that Loki's coming out next month. I'm mad that they pushed it back to June. It was supposed to come out today or this week, but anyway, but yeah, they pushed it to June 9th or something like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward for Loki. Black Widow, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
The Eternals, Spider
that's the
Man.
thing. The Eternals. That
Yeah,
looks crazy.
yeah.
But I think like it's weird how they got like all these it's almost like they've got like biblical people and shit in there as the superhero.
Yeah. Angelina
Strange,
Jolie,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Yeah, because she's like a Greek god or Roman goddess or something, isn't she?
It's something like that. I forgot the storyline. I'm not too big on like what the storyline, what the Eternals is. I ain't really follow them.
I know that that black dude in there is like playing a gay character. I know that much.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a matter of time before they had to appropriate, that community into, me in the comics and shit.
The guy is though as well. It's so confusing because I couldn't see him playing a gay character.
Mm. Hey, for that money, shit, they play anything, man. For that money and fame, shit.
I hear you, man.
What's that, Paperboy?
Yeah, Paperboy.
Yeah, Paperboy. There, he played a gay role or something like a fruity ass role. And I never expect that from him, but I was like, hey, you're an actor, so I guess it's part of acting. I'm like, all right, but it is what it is.
I hear you, but when you're Omar from The Wire, it's more than just acting, man.
Omar, who you say, Omar?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
man.
more than just hip hop now, man. It's more.
Right. Man.
I sure love. But they gotta do their thing. They know what they're doing, and it whatever works for you, they'll work for me, but it works for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Wire's in my top 10 favorite shows, man. Straight up.
What about Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad is in my top 10. Yep.
What about Walking Dead?
Not yet, because my top 10 is crazy, man. But Walking Dead is up there. I think it's like number 11, I think, or 12.
It better be on there somewhere.
Yeah, it's on there.
What about
Okay.
Orange is the New Black?
Hell no. That's like number 325.
I've never even watched that.
No, I like it. I like it. I
What
think
about
it's funny.
Oz? Oz.
Oz is hard as well. Oz is hard.
Pause.
Pause.
No, but it's good though. It's good.
Man,
It's good.
it's certain scenes I couldn't watch, man. It's like, damn, man. I was like, that shit, like, man. I'm like, oh man, really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I like, but it's they're talking about jail, so it's like, hey, it goes with the territory, man. With that.
What about what's that one that everyone was watching? With the knights and the castles and all of that.
Game of
Cersei and all of
Thrones.
that. Game of Thrones, that's it.
Yeah, that's in my Game of Thrones is
I've
actually
never
in my
seen
top
that
5.
either. My mom used to watch that though. Is it really good?
Oh,
It is good.
Yes. I will up to season 8. Spoiler alert, season 8. It gets shaky, and just to say that. So, I recommend watching. Well, just start off season 1, of course, but season 1 through 6 is like the best.
Yeah.
The best they did on that, but season 7 and 8, it was kind of like, I say trashy, but it was still all right. But that's because the producers was they got a deal with working on Star Wars, and so they rushed 7 and 8.
Oh,
And they really rushed the series finale, season 8, because like I said, they signed a deal with Star Wars, and they ended up getting fired from Star Wars because they did a shitty job. So that was karma on them. So, but yeah.
Have you seen this thing called the Vikings?
Vikings, I got into a little bit, but I didn't really get into that. But I heard it's a good show though. Yeah. I heard it's
The
a good
Vikings is
show.
bad. When you proper get into it, the Vikings is bad. The whole land is I think some of it's based on true stories as well, so quite interesting.
Oh, Sons of Anarchy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. That's got to be in the top 10. Man.
You watch that, Fed?
Everyone loves that.
that sounds familiar. What is it about?
About
Bikers.
About biker gang.
Oh yeah, I think I did see it a couple times, but I didn't like watch it.
Crows. Yeah. Oh man, that's an excellent show. It got Peg from Married with Children. She's in it. She plays a badass mom. Like,
oh wow,
yeah.
I remember her.
Yeah, Ron Perlman, Hellboy. He's in that.
Yeah,
it's dope. It's a dope show. I thought I wasn't going to like it, but that show is real dope. Yeah.
Hey, King Ramon, what about this Gods of America thing? Do you like that?
Oh, my wife getting me into that, man. That show is
crazy.
dope. Yes,
It's crazy.
What is it?
American Gods.
Gods of America. American Gods. That's it.
I know what you meant Gods. Though. Yeah, American Gods. Yes, that show is dope. That show, it's on Stars, right? Yeah.
What is it
Stars.
about?
Yeah.
It's about folklore about gods, like American gods.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's got futuristic ones in there as well. So it's got old gods and new gods. So it just gets weird.
Yeah.
It's so strange. So strange.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
you're gonna see some stuff that's gonna have you like, okay then. Oh really?
True.
It's crazy.
Sounds like it's right up all of our alleys.
Oh,
no comment. Pause.
No shit, damn it.
Where Kid Bird says, anybody seen a show called The Following? Yeah. Used to come on Fox. The Following? Yeah, that show was dope too. I think it had, what was that, Kevin Bacon in it, I think? If I'm not mistaken.
I've not seen that one.
Or something. Yeah.
The Following, yeah, I'm gonna have to look that one up now.
Oh, Lovecraft Country. Yeah, Kid Murray. That's another. Yeah, that show crazy, man. Like, yeah, yeah. That shows. Yeah, that's pretty original. But yeah, I was like, yeah, that show crazy.
You know what I used to like, but there's certain bits of it I couldn't watch. There was a show called Spartacus. Have you ever seen the Spartacus?
Oh
Blood in
my
the
God,
Sands and
I
all that.
have all the seasons of Spartacus.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy. That is
them
crazy.
sex scenes was crazy, man. I ain't gonna
Man,
Yeah, I
front.
couldn't watch some of that stuff.
those people had no boundaries. I'm just gonna put it at that.
For real.
That shit is
Yeah.
wild as hell. But without like
Isn't that the one with Xena in it? Xena?
No.
Yeah,
no,
that's not the one with Xena. Xena the Warrior
No, not
no,
that
Princess.
one.
Oh,
No, it's
no.
a different one.
oh, okay.
Blood in the Sands.
Yeah, I love that series. Like you said, the sex scenes were way on left field, but the actual show
Yeah,
was really good. I was mad when
yeah,
they changed the Spartacus actor.
yeah. The guy died though, didn't he? They put his brother in
Yeah,
instead.
yep,
Okay.
yep. I was so
Yeah.
hurt because he was so perfect for it.
Mm. No, I totally agree. His brother does look a bit like him now, but you can tell it's not the same guy.
He's way smaller.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. But yeah, that
I mean,
program was crazy.
I would have thought that like they would have went out and got somebody that I don't know was maybe bigger or looked more like him, or it just completely threw me off because you're talking about a gladiator, like a badass, just can kill people with one kick type of guy, like, and they come back with this real skinny. I
No,
don't
but
know.
you
It
know
just
why they do that though? The reason they
why
do that is because like even the original Spartacus, he was a bit bigger, but yeah, like Spartacus was not supposed to look threatening. He was supposed to look like a walkover, but he just shocked people with his,
true.
abilities, kind of. Like an Achilles. They didn't expect it from him.
Right, true.
Oh,
But, yeah.
Kid Murray. Yeah, not to switch topics, but yeah. Man, our city is turning up. Yeah, because he asked me what happened. What happened downtown in our city, in our state, and whatever in our city, and our city, man, Minnesota's turning up. Like 3 kids been killed. Like I'm talking about kids like 13 and under. It's been killed the
What?
last 3 weeks. It was a shooting just yesterday, involving like 8 people or whatever, and I think like 4 or 3 people got shot. I think they got killed, and it's man, yeah, man. I don't want to say I don't. Never mind. I'm gonna keep that to myself because that's shit. But
I
anyway,
think normally crime gets bad, especially in the hotter weather, but with COVID and the way the tensions and everything that's going, it's just that much worse. Like people are like losing their shit.
yeah.
I mean, you've got like all these people that didn't pay their rent and now they've got to, like pay their rent and they're getting kicked out, and people that can't like like people that don't have jobs, like it's hard to survive out here right now. Like, man.
I know, right?
That sounds crazy, Ramon. They killed a 13-year-old.
Yeah, and
Was it on purpose or was it like a bystander?
nah, they was just shooting, and yeah, it was just shooting and killing bystanders and shooting up kids, man, because motherfuckers with guns these days don't know how to aim, don't know how to act with them.
I am so tired of that shit. Like that's been happening forever. You know what I mean? Like that people will shoot guns and kill innocents, but I'm so tired of that shit. Like, come on. If you're gonna go out after one of your ops or whatever in the hell you're doing, you can't at least aim in that general direction. Like, have you ever noticed that sometimes it literally seems like they're just blindly waving it around and shooting it? Like, it's just stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It sounded like they weren't even looking at what they were shooting, to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah, like you close your eyes when you're firing. Like, get the fuck out of here. If you got to do all that, you don't need to have a gun.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Yeah.
It's upsetting, man.
Yeah, but what were you talking about? Yeah, about shows like let's see, what's another one? Oh, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
What's that one?
It's about Larry David, the creator of Seinfeld. It's about his life. Like, man, that show. If you want some comic relief, that show is, man. That show's dope. Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's what it's called. Yeah, that's um, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You know,
Okay.
yeah, that's an underrated best one of the best like shows like out. Period. Like that's in my top. Like I say my top five. Always Sunny is in my top five. Like best shows. Like
Who's the new good comics, man?
who's the new good comments?
Yeah, comedians and that.
Comedians. I like Corey Holcomb.
Corey
He's not
Holcomb.
new. But let's see. Shit, I haven't been keeping up with comedians lately like that. Like that. I can't think of anything on top of my head. Pause. So, right, you got to pause everything now, man. Shit, crazy. But I don't know. Like as far as my top comedians that I do follow or listen to, whatever. Corey Holcomb.
Yeah.
He's funny. 5150 show. Yeah, he's hilarious, man. So
You would like that.
5150 show, yeah. I'm gonna look that up.
Right,
Comedy's not easy
you
though,
seen a couple of his shows, Fave?
No, but you know how you're always you with your 50-50.
Oh no, it's 5150. So
I know I was being funny.
oh, got it.
Go ahead and be technical. I get it. Whatever.
I find he's not easy to come by these days though. I'm telling you, like the good comedians are dying out and no new
True.
ones are replacing them. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're right about that, actually. I haven't heard about any kind of like new comedians or anything.
It's Kevin Hart, but he's getting kind of played out now, man. It's getting boring.
Oh, Mike for Boston watched Always Sunny. Okay.
Hey, Mike.
Westworld. What's Westworld?
Well, Mac was already, man. Mac was already gay, man. Like he was gay for like for like season 3. Like you could tell like where he was going at, man. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah. Oh, Lil Dicky show. Kid Murray said, I don't know. Nah. Lil Dicky. His raps be funny though. I ain't even gonna front. That shit be funny. He got some.
I just like shows where they be fighting, man.
There's a guy called Little Dicky, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's big in the streets. Pause. Like he he makes music. He makes music. He does comedy. I forgot where he originated from though. I think he came from the internet or some shit. But
he actually chose that name as well. He's a sick guy.
Right?
Yeah. But Snowfall, that's a great show too.
Yeah, I like that one actually. Snowfall,
Yeah.
that was good.
Snowfall, yeah.
It's because it's got a British actor. That's why it's so good.
Sopranos, of course.
Do you know? I've never watched all the Sopranos.
Yeah.
I've watched Goodfellas. I've never really watched Sopranos like that.
Goodfellas used to be my ish.
Mm-hmm. Ray Liotta.
Come on. Everyone watched that, man. I was upset when it stopped.
But
They should bring some of them back, man. I don't know why they do that. When a show's really good, they'll stop it, they'll put an end to it, and start
Exactly.
something new.
right. And then the way they end it, it'd be stupid as hell. Like, oh, okay. that's that's the direction y'all gonna go? Okay, got it.
Right.
Like
That's
this.
true.
And it is weird that they do that, right? Because it's not okay if you've got a show and you know people like it and you're getting like, people are watching it, they're paying whatever. Why wouldn't you continue to make it? I really don't understand why they do that. Why they
And that's
discontinue.
American thing. It's American thing. They don't want to give anyone too much control. You see in England, like we've got the same shows on TV that I was watching when I was a kid. In fact, that my mum was watching when she was a kid, like Coronation Street and shit like that.
Oh
They're
wow.
going forever. Like they literally go on forever. They just bring new actors and make new stories.
Mm.
But I think with the American shows, they get bored of the story and then they kind of just want to finish it, move on to something else.
Yeah, it's true.
Got to have really good writers to keep these stories going. Because even in England, we got like EastEnders, and when I used to watch EastEnders, I used to think it was all right, but when I watch it now, sometimes it's a bit slack.
Oh, speaking of that,
the
The
acting.
Office. Yeah. The
The
original
Office is good.
Office, yeah, with Birgit, what's his name? Shit, what's his name, man? Anyway, but yeah, the Office, with Steve Carell. Yeah.
What about The Apprentice? Is Apprentice coming back?
The Apprentice?
Yeah.
The one with Trump?
Yeah, Donald Trump's not president no more, is he? So he could
I
go
don't know.
to
That's
now.
Yeah, I don't think Trump's coming back, but I don't think they're gonna allow him to come back on his own
I
show.
forgot all about that show.
We got one over here. We got a guy called Alan Sugar who does The Apprentice over here, and people love it over here. We love that show.
Alan Sugar?
Yeah, Sir Alan
Maybe he
Sugar.
knows Little Dicky.
Right. That's crazy.
And we got another one called Dragon's Den. Have you got Dragon's Den over there?
Mm-mm.
So Dragon's Den is like
well, I haven't heard of it. I should say that I haven't heard of it. No.
So what you'll get like Donald Trump and like 3 other people in similar positions of financial backing or support. And then what they'll do is they'll make people bring their business ideas in, and then they'll fund your business idea, but they want a percentage.
Oh, it's kind of like Shark Tank.
I've never seen that one, but it must be similar.
Same thing you're saying, like people present their business ideas and then
Yeah.
they compete who. Wow. Huh.
Yeah, you look at your spin-off.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, a lot of shows that they have adaptations and they Americanize it. My word. Yeah. Way of saying they Americanize it. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because one of my favorite shows that I think they need to make in England is what's the one? I like Pawn Stars. Pause. But pawn shop. No. Where you buy stuff and sell stuff in the pawn shop. And I like that. What's the one where they open the containers and they open up the old lockers and stuff that people left behind?
Oh, the Storage Wars?
Storage
Wars.
My
yeah.
God. That is my favorite,
I like those, man. Yeah. They do auctions of the storage and they be, yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm waiting for my day to be on Storage Wars. I want to make sure I'm fully loaded with cash.
Now, Trey Songz got sued and he lost because the guy that was saying, yep, and Trey Songz, he always used to say, yeah, he actually got sued. And Trey Songz lost. That's why you don't hear him saying that shit anymore in his songs or whatever. Like,
oh wow,
he lost from one of the guys from Storage Wars. Yes, true story.
And that's crazy because I've been to auctions before, and it's an auction thing. You know what I mean? Like all auctioneer people, when they bid, they'll be like, "Yep," they just do shit like that. So you're trying to tell me some guy was able to kind of like make it his? What the hell?
Yeah, because he actually not patented, but he actually shit, it's getting late. I can't think for shit. He actually
I know what you're talking about though, because
yeah
like where
yeah
they
so
like say the word, they kind of like make it theirs or whatever
mm-hmm
legally.
so he did
He
that.
copyrighted it.
Copyright. Thank you. Yeah, he,
Oh yeah, thank you.
yeah. So he was like, "Yep, give me that money."
Oh wow.
Oh, Kid Murray did some. All right, cool. Kid Murray said one show has to go. Right. This is good. Ooh, this is tough, man. Ooh. Well, actually, no. That is kind of tough, man.
Okay, wait a minute. One
I'm
of the
choosing
shows
Fresh
have
Prince.
to go. The
Wayne's
Martin
brothers.
Show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or the Wayans brothers.
Wayne's brothers.
I'm choosing Fresh Prince.
Oh hell no! What?
I'd say Wayans too.
Yeah. Even though all
Because
three is
Fresh
great.
Prince is like Fresh Prince did like a growing up type of every situation scenario show, and the Martin
Yeah.
Show was kind of like a relationship living with somebody type of show, and the Wayans brothers was just kind of like them, doing whatever. So I would say the Wayans brothers.
Yeah. It's a tough decision, but if I have to go with any of the three, it has to be the Wayne's brothers, unfortunately, man.
And you
But
say Fresh Prince, Shippa?
I'm only picking Fresh Prince because I ain't seen the Wayans brothers. So if that one goes, I'll never get to see it.
Oh.
oh hell no. that's a good that's a good
It's a
take.
good excuse, isn't it? And I ain't seen all of Martin neither. I've seen a couple episodes, so it would have to be Fresh Prince for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, Don Philly. I remember the Jamie Foxx show too. Jamie Foxx he is a talented person.
Mm-hmm.
That boy can sing, that boy can play instruments, he can act, man, that's crazy.
He got a new show now, innit? With a daughter, and he's like a flipping single father kind of thing going on there.
No, I don't know.
I haven't heard.
I know he's planning to play Mike Tyson.
I don't know what the name of his show is. There's a new one on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it. And he's wearing some super tight skinny jeans in there. Looking like an idiot.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah,
Pause.
I think it's called Power or something.
I can't remember.
Hell no.
I did like that show though. I did. What happened to that Empire? Is Empire finished now?
Empire. I can't stand that show, man.
Why?
Boy, Kid Murray is coming with the 1-2s tonight. Look at this. Which movie was better, Ray or Ali?
Oh shit.
Yeah, right. I'd say Ray.
I say Ali.
Why
You always
Ali?
got to be different. Abortion juice.
Yeah.
Why'd you pick Ali though? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, what's up?
Why'd you pick Ali?
Why'd you say Ali?
Oh shoot, man! I just growing up, my parents, they always talked about Muhammad Ali and how great he was, and when I looked at the movie, I was like, I understood his life more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before he was Ali and everything like that, and it was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope, Cassius Clay, you know what I'm saying, before Muhammad Ali. And it stuck to me because I like, I'm a sports guy, you know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why
I liked him less though. I'm going to be honest. After watching that movie, I liked Muhammad Ali less. So that made me not like the film.
Well, the same thing with Ray, too. You know what I'm saying? He's a motherfucking cheater too, man. Like that motherfucker. Like, how you gonna be blind and you gonna cheat, man? Like what's wrong with you, man?
No, but that's why I can't blame Ray the same way because I think it wasn't his fault. They took advantage of Ray. where Muhammad Ali, he knew exactly what he was doing. He could see everything that was going on.
He could see everything. Damn, that was a shot. Dang, that was bars right there. That was bars. Right? You could see everything.
It's true though. Come on, man. You got like Stevie Wonder, Ray, like they can't see, so people are taking advantage in it. Like they had to bring them to these places and introduce them to things. Whereas Muhammad, or Cassius, I can't make excuses for you, man. Even though Ray is quite bad.
Yeah, no.
And Ray on drugs as well. Ray was on mad drugs in the film.
Yeah,
Oh my
bro.
God, yeah, he was. What the hell? How are you blind like
Yeah,
that and just
crazy.
doped up all the time? That's wild as shit.
He was funny though. That film was everything, had everything in there. Very emotional, funny, all of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh hell no, Kid Murray, shit, man.
Mary J.
Mm,
I'm a
mm.
Mary
Which one
J.
is going
Blige
to
girl.
change the game? I think they've already changed the game.
No,
Kid Murray.
he's speaking as far as the question at hand.
Yeah.
Which one's better?
Shit, man. I have to go with Beyonce, man. No,
Why
hold on.
Beyonce?
No. No. I pick Beyonce.
I'm going with Mary J on this, man.
Yeah.
Good
She the queen of
pick,
R&B.
Shiffa.
Whatever.
She the queen. Come on, man. She's the queen of R&B. You gotta go with Mary J. Beyonce is like her little,
Yeah.
niece or something. Like she mini macking.
Yeah,
She a baby gang.
Mary J can't dance though, man. Like I'm sorry, man.
Man, Mary J, it's like her own style of dancing, okay?
You understand? You don't see how the weave is dancing.
It's not like it's can't dancing, it's just like a hip hop R&B mix of way of what she does that shit, okay?
Come on, she don't dance though. Like what she does the skanking move, and that she just move the arms around. The weave starts dancing. The earrings are dancing. That's all the dancing that needs to be done. Come on, this is Mary J.
The
Guys. This
earrings
is
are
the
dancing.
queen.
Hell no.
She ain't no clown to be dancing for people.
True.
Like that. Beyonce like the court jester in comparison to the queen.
Mm.
I've always wondered
like that.
if Aaliyah was still here, would Beyonce be like where she is?
Mm.
Good question.
Because,
I think so.
right?
I think she would. I think she'd still be where she is.
I
think
they would
Aaliyah
at
would be
least
caught up
be
in
neck
this
to neck.
controversy.
Either that or Rihanna. Rihanna wouldn't be where she at if Aaliyah was alive.
Yeah, maybe
How
not
you gonna
Rihanna.
compare Rihanna to Aaliyah? No.
Well,
Rihanna's okay, but like she's not Aaliyah, bro. No.
Well, Aaliyah's not Beyonce either, or Beyonce's not Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, you think about that. Yeah, it's like same thing. Like, will Jay-Z be the same if Biggie was still alive? No, or Pac? No.
I do not. There'd be a lot of people if Biggie and Pac were around. There would be a lot of people that never would have stepped in the game.
Facts. Yeah.
Hey, what's this about DMX? I was watching something on YouTube. It says DMX says that P Diddy raped Biggie Smalls and all of this. Like, what's all that about?
P Diddy
Wait a minute,
raped
what
Biggie
happened?
Smalls. What you say?
Yeah, there's some
You said
video
that
going
for real?
around
Oh,
saying,
I thought I heard wrong.
yeah, P Diddy raped Biggie Smalls and P
He
Diddy and
probably
Biggie were
did.
gay and all this stuff.
Yeah, he probably did. I believe that.
So you think
Listen,
P
there's
Diddy's gay?
something going on with P. Diddy because for all those artists that he consistently apparently signs, nobody ever comes out with shit, and like nobody ever really puts him on blast too much. Like there's I don't know. There's something weird with him, in my opinion.
He got the Kardashian curse type shit going on with him. Like, stay far away from him, man. Like, like his shoot, man. I was speaking to my wife the other day. I was like, yeah, Danity Kane, y'all better watch out. One, y'all gonna get sacrificed next. Like, Diddy's on the prowl, yo, because he's mad. He's mad that Jay-Z and Kanye surpassed them as billionaires. It was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, even Nas is almost a billionaire based on, and Diddy is still not a billionaire yet. So he feels a certain type of way, and how narcissistic and egotistic is as Diddy is, yeah, he's feeling a certain type of way. So in the Hollywood realm, in my beliefs, they do sacrifices and all that weird shit, right? So I believe that, you know what I'm saying, his wife got sacrificed, or his baby mama, ex-wife, Kim
Well,
Porter.
can you answer me this though? If they do sacrifices, right? What are the sacrifices for? And when I say that, I don't mean why are they doing it? I mean, what are they doing with the people they're murdering? Like, why are they sacrificing them?
It's
Because everybody
I
says
put it.
that, oh, they sacrificed this person, they sacrificed that person so their career could get bigger or whatever the
It's
case may
pledging
be.
loyalty. It's pledging
But
your loyalty,
right,
innit?
Yeah.
right.
That's
But
what it
nobody ever
is. So,
says like what they're doing with the dead person.
no,
Like
because
why
you got these what are they called? So you got secret societies in the world that we don't know about then, yeah. And these
Freemasons.
people own all of the money in it. So, you know, if you do what they ask you to do, you do the sacrifice, whether it be, you know, some type of death ritual, sexual ritual, then they open the door for you, innit?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whatever door that may be, innit? But depending on what door you want to
the
go
back
through,
door?
depends on the sacrifice.
The back.
Pause.
Oh, pause.
Diddy like, yeah, take that.
No comment.
I wish I
He's
would
never
walk.
gonna live that down. Like people still talk about that. Like he's never gonna live those lyrics down.
Hell no.
Do you know what? It's funny we're talking about this because there was a young lady who was at X Factor. I don't know if she was a runner-up or she won it, but she was in a newspaper a week or so ago talking about Simon Cowell's team, some of his team. One of the executives was trying to abuse her sexually and kept propositioning her and was harassing her and
Kelly
stalking
Clarkson?
her. And I can't remember her name. It's a black girl though.
Oh, black girl. Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, but she said she was getting stalked and getting abused and all of these things, and now they're doing a massive police investigation into all of it. Like Simon Cowell saying that people don't work for him no more. He fired them, so he ain't got nothing to do with it. But yeah, it seems like there may be something going on in this music industry that we're not seeing.
Oh yeah, that's been going on for years, man. Before my time and shit with that.
Well, the thing is, after she's come out and made this claim, there's been like rape claims and all sorts made by other X Factor contestants since on the same
Okay,
people.
I got a question for you guys. Why does that always happen, right? Okay, no matter who the person is, because this has been happening a lot lately, right? Whether it's a celebrity or a music star or whatever, it seems to me that when somebody comes out and says, okay, I got raped or I was drugged or whatever, all these other people come out of the woodwork too. Now, I get it. I know that there's more than one person here and there, right? But isn't it just a little bit weird that every single person that gets accused, there's like 10 or more people that come and line up? And even if they prove that a lot of them were lying, it's like they still try it. Like, it just seems like it's like a thing nowadays that, like, if you hear, you know, somebody come out and say that they were AR'd or drugged or whatever, jump on the bandwagon and, you know, see if it'll work or not. It's just, you can't tell me that every single person that's being accused of this has a whole history of it forever. Like, you know, like it's weird. It's
Do you know
almost like
what?
every case is almost so alike. Go ahead. Sorry.
I kind of agree with you, yeah. But I remember being in school, yeah, and there was like a little group of kids in school. They used to bully everyone. In fact, they were little bad boys. And me personally, I never got bullied, but I know a
O'Doyle
lot of people.
rules. No, go ahead,
Huh?
man. No, it's Adam Sandler movie. O'Doyle family.
Oh yeah, Doyle. I remember
Yeah.
that.
O'Doyle
But
rules. Yeah, go
what was I saying? So basically, yeah, these kids, they used to literally run the school in it. And no one would say anything in it. Like the kids wouldn't tell the teachers if they was getting bullied because they were scared of getting an even worse beat down. So it took years until certain kids started back, telling the truth. And then when one kid like grasped on one of them, everyone started grasping. So I know that can happen. That makes sense. It can happen.
Right, yeah, like it can happen, but it's weird that every single situation is almost the same.
Yeah.
That's
So
just weird.
Yeah.
wherever there's
Different
smoke, there's
folks,
fire.
different strokes.
Pause.
Pause. Yeah, pause. Gotta pause that. Shit.
Now, Kid Murray said Michael Jackson or Prince.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Michael Jackson all day.
Yeah, Michael
Even though
Jackson.
both of them got Sheila's hair, I'm gonna have to go with Michael.
Michael Jackson was in a music video with Michael Jordan, so two MJs together, like pause. But that was dope. Like who could do that, man? That shit's crazy.
I kind of felt sorry for Michael though, man. Like with all of this,
You guys ever notice that too? It seems like people like Whitney Houston, like people that are so talented and they get so famous very quickly that like it almost
Brandy,
drives them crazy.
Brandy knows what happened too.
Huh?
Yeah, there's something I'm gonna do a show about that because I've been wondering about that for years. I don't understand how
You heard about
Whitney
that mysterious
Houston,
note that she left Brandy? You know about
yeah,
that?
No.
yep,
Yeah. What was in that note? What was in that note? Yo.
exactly. Like Whitney Houston passed away in a bathtub, then her daughter passes away in a bathtub. The same jack off is around both times. Like,
Clive Davis.
did you hear about Bobby Brown's son that passed away? Like what, last year?
Uh-huh.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's poor Bobby. I mean, he might have went through or done whatever he's done, but my God, there is so much death around that man. It's insane.
Hold on, he lost a wife, a son, and a daughter.
Yep. Within what, like 5 years, 6 years?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, man. That's that shit, man, make you go insane, man.
Uh-huh.
Straight up, man.
He probably would have if he wasn't with that, the chick that he's with or whatever that he cheated on Whitney with and ended up having a kid. He ended up getting back with her and having more kids. But I think if he didn't have her, he probably would have. If he was single.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was wild. I'm like, Then that sequence of deaths occurred, again with Bobby.
Oh yeah, and then the kid that Christina was dating, he died last year. The one that was present at when Whitney passed away and when the daughter passed away, he passed away last year. And so it was Whitney, her daughter, the boyfriend, and Bobby's son. So that's 4 people in 6 years.
Wow.
Wowzers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jeez.
I mean, I think the boyfriend probably got karma, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's sad to hear that though, man. I didn't know it was that bad. I thought it was just Whitney that died, so her daughter died and Bobby's son died. That's crazy. A whole bloodline wiped out.
Yep.
And
Well, hopefully Whitney got some sisters or some
sacrifices,
brothers or
yo,
something.
sacrifices.
Oh
But
shit.
I don't see Bobby Brown doing any sacrifice because I don't see like any like
He's not
new.
really in the limelight like that anymore.
Thank you. Yeah, right. Exactly. So I don't see him doing. I think they're just fucking with him. I think they're trying to get Whitney Houston's royalties and everything because
Yeah.
once Bobby goes, you know what I'm saying, they got all the rights to his music, all that shit. So
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. This
Yeah,
shit.
because once she passed away, it went to the daughter, and once the daughter passed away, it went to the sister-in-law or the brother or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What
But the thing is,
what do you
go on.
guys think about Jay-Z's mistress coming up dead after all those years? Did you hear about that?
What?
Hell no.
What?
Who?
You guys didn't hear about that?
No.
Okay, well, there was a girl that Jay-Z used to mess around with, allegedly, off and on for like years and years and years. Right? Like, I guess he knew her even before Beyonce.
It wasn't Blue Cantrell, is it?
No, not her. And Blue Cantrell is still alive, isn't she?
Oh, I hope so.
Okay.
I guess so.
But this girl, she ended up being murdered like a couple years ago or something like that, and they're trying to say that like Beyonce had something to do with it or whatever because she found out that he was still messing with the girl. I'll have to do it. Yeah, if you guys never heard of that, I'll do a show on it because that shit gets deep, like real deep.
I'm trying to think, who did Beyonce sacrifice to get her fame? Was it the group Destiny's Child that she had to break up? But I'm thinking like no, because Kelly and Michelle's still around.
Right.
So I'm like,
what happened to her dad? Is her dad dead?
I know Jay-Z. I know all the shit he done. You know what I'm saying? He dismantled the whole Rockefeller to get where he at. So and now this mistress, that makes more sense now with all these new deals he got now. I'm like, shit, man. Man, this industry is wicked, man. It's wicked, yo. Like that shit's wicked, man. Like I had a chance to get in the music industry and I backed out, man. And people to this day still like, man, I don't know why you did. You could be rich right now. You could just do it. I was like, you don't know that, man. You don't know what type of shit they was going to present to me. Like I'm not sacrificing anybody in my family. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
What about Jennifer Hudson's?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Speak about that. She's an evil bitch. She put out one album and she's considered like one of the greats. She didn't have to do music she had to put out a non-near album, but she sacrificed her whole fucking family. Is almost her immediate family too. And I'm like, what the hell? This bitch evil, man.
That was a little bit weird to me. They tried to blame it on, what was it, her brother-in-law or something? Like he just ended up losing his shit. But I can't remember what it was. I'll have to try to find it again. But they were saying that since he was arrested and put in prison, that he had said something about why he did it, and it happened to be, it wasn't his idea. Basically, like he was set up or something like that.
Right, just trying to spin the narrative that he was set up, and shit didn't happen the way it did, and yeah.
And how many people got? Was it 4 or 5?
I think it's 5. I think it's 5. I think it was the uncle,
mom, wasn't it?
Mom. I think it was a sibling, and wasn't the father
like
too?
One of their kids.
One of their kids, yeah. I'm like,
that shit was crazy.
That's some sick shit.
And then what was weird to me about it, and I'm not trying to judge anybody, but it was weird how like she didn't really act that upset about it.
No, it's almost like she didn't show any like emotion to
Yep.
it. Like she was like wasn't phased by it.
Right.
Yeah, I
That's how
remember
I
that.
took it too.
I was watching TMZ. I remember that shit, and they like almost not remorseful. Like it was. I was like, okay, got it. Yeah, you one of them. And after that, she got movie roles. She got sponsorship deals. This and that. You got your notoriety. You got your fame. Like it was crazy. I'm like,
You just remind me of that the Manchester bombing, like the concert bombing. What was her name
oh
again?
yeah, I heard
Ariana
about that.
Grande.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it was Ariana Grande. What happened to her?
Yeah,
Is she
right.
still around?
Yeah, right. Yeah. What happened about that, man? Right. People act like right, man. So,
Do people still buy her music and stuff? Is she still like touring and that?
oh yeah, she and that's all I hear like on the radio station and shit. If I'm in my car or whatever like that, that's all you hear is it's pretty much like the Ariana Grande show and shit, man. Like she got like 4 or 5 different hits on the radio. Like I'm like, damn, I'm sick of listening to this bitch, man.
Yeah, that could be why, innit?
That could, yep.
She caught some major amounts of bodies in that concert.
Yeah. Shit, she's stacking up.
Serious. Yeah, you gotta be careful out there in this world today.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
That's why I'm trying to. People need to warn Travis Scott, man. He think it's sweet, man. Right? Kylie gonna sacrifice that nigga. You know what I'm saying? They already got a kid together.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. She gonna be like, it's lit.
Hell no.
Next thing you know, his house is on fire and he died. No, I'm just playing. Never mind, man. I don't want to put that in the air, man. Fuck that shit, man. But yeah, yeah, he need to watch out, man.
I feel sorry for Travis Scott, man, because I don't think
too.
she's gonna look the same 5 years from now.
Yeah, me too, man. Yeah,
She's gonna go from bad to worse. Telling you, man. Every time I see the girls with the contours and the crazy makeup and all of the fillers, lip fillers and all the fillers in the world, like you see them a few years later, they just look like the life's being sucked out of them.
You see what they look like before all the makeup and shit? Like,
yeah.
Like Kylie Jenner looked like China from WWE and shit, man. Like she wasn't a bust down, she was a busted down, man. Like she was straight up. Like I'm like, nah, that's not
It's
her.
not just the makeup though. The makeup is like I ain't got that big a problem with it. It's the plastic stuff and all the fillers and collagen and I can't take it.
If you can't look good without makeup, man, I don't want to be with you, man. Straight up like that.
I hear that as well.
Like I gotta wake up like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta wake up to you every morning. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later that makeup gotta come off. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Like makeup is the devil to me, man. I mean, want to keep it real, man. Like I understand about makeup. Makeup's cool. Certain people need it. You know what I'm saying? Certain females need to put on makeup to make themselves feel better. I got it. You know, I got it. But you know, you can't. You shouldn't wear it while you sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just be yourself, man. Just your natural beauty is the best, man. And if they don't accept you, then have them kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will accept you, but don't be out here fugazi and trying to fool somebody, man, because that's gonna get you hurt or killed in real life, man. Like for real.
Hold up. There's women that actually wear makeup to bed to sleep. That's weird.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's strange, man. I've never seen that happen. Well, no, I've never seen that happen. No.
Yeah.
Can't remember a time.
Yep. Yep, they actually do that, man. They actually do that, man. You know, I'm
Make the
like,
skin even worse doing that.
shoot. But to each his own. You know what I mean? But you know,
I don't mind
I
a bit
like
of
to know when
makeup
I'm
though.
waking
I
up
don't mind it.
in the morning too. That's all.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't want to wake up next to it. I don't want to like go to bed and wake up and see makeup all over the pillows and bed sheets and shit. That's not right.
Right.
Uh,
You know, you don't got to be the prettiest girl in the world or whatever like that. Because I know I'm not the handsomest man in the world. Or some, you know what I'm saying. So, but at the same time, like you gotta have that confidence that you
Yeah,
is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that confidence that you is. So that makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's like Instagram, man. Instagram is worse now, man. It's like it's motherfuckers be getting catfish like a motherfucker on Instagram, boy. Like you,
yeah,
and you know what's crazy is like certain females look better without the makeup on. That's what pisses me the fuck off, man. It's like you look better without the makeup, but you put
mm,
that on because you want to paint this narrative that you want to be this you want to be in this type of society in this type of group, but you really don't. You know what I mean? It's like I'm like, dang, man. It's like shit, man. You know, like I told my wife, like she don't wear makeup, and but I remember one day it was like one time like I was like, hey, all right, I never seen you without makeup. You don't need it, but I just want to see you one time with makeup. And like she got all dolled up and she like did a mascara, all this stuff. I'm telling you, man, like she wasn't almost unrecognizable, but it was like, damn, I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Like she was still fine, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, but I
yeah,
was like, damn, I was like, wow. I was like, that's what makeup really do, huh? I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. But, you know, yeah, it was crazy, man. It was, yeah, I still hit that, but you know what I'm saying? I
no
told her to leave the
comment.
makeup on.
No,
I was like,
makeup is like decorating. Trust me, it's like
it
painting.
feels
Like
like I'm
when you,
with another woman, man. I was like, this is
mm,
50-50. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
But
that's gonna happen. Remember when
no,
they make them films like Nutty Professor and all of that? All of that's just makeup, most of it.
yeah. But you know what I mean? Hey, to each his own, man. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't knocking it to the extent. I'm knocking it to the point where it's like when you fooling people with it. That's the thing that pisses me off. Like when you
Yeah,
got this makeup on and you trying to act sedity or you think you better than other females because you got that on and shit, but in reality, like you know what I mean? You just I don't know, man. I don't leave that alone because I know females gonna grill me and shit, man. Be like, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? Like you know, I'm like, all right, whatever, man. But that's just
come
my
on, man. Everyone wants a natural beauty. No woman don't
yeah.
want to find no man with makeup all over his face. So why would we want the same?
What about you, Faye? You do you cake up and makeup? What? Let's say you.
no, I've never been a big makeup person. Like,
Okay.
I I mean, I don't really think like if you're going out and stuff like that, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But if you have to if you have
Yeah,
to spend like an hour in the bathroom putting a face on before you run to the grocery store, that's crazy.
yeah, that is. I agree.
That's what I'm talking about, Faye. Yes, right. That's one example I'm talking about. Like, come on now. Like, stop it. And I'm thinking, like, who you trying to impress? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
like you and me, you spending an hour trying to like, who you trying to dress up for? The fuck got me
it's
fucked up.
true as well. Who are they?
I'll make you cry and make a streak. I'll make you cry real quick. Fuck up your makeup. Leave me alone. Yeah, but nah. Anyway, let me get off that topic because I know I'm gonna. Yeah.
It's alright. I'm gonna have to start putting on Louis Vuittons to go shopping and just to
You
go
know
to
what
the
I'm saying?
grocery store.
Dang, I can't wear my Gucci slides, man. Shit, man.
I don't even own Louis Vuittons. I'd never buy them.
Nah. Well, I have Louis Vuitton shades, but that's it. But I got them at an outlet mall for like $200. You know what I'm saying? And I really liked them. You know what I'm saying? But nah, as far as like clothing and all that, nah, I never wore Louis Vuitton before. I wore Versace, but that was like a poor man's Versace where it says Versace on it. You know what I'm saying? Big letters to make people think, like, to know, like, yeah, this is Versace, motherfucker. Like, like, oh yeah, duh. But I don't got the expensive shit when it's just like a plain black tee.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm buying some shit that's that expensive, I want it to say that shit all over it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, you gonna know, you gonna know me, motherfucker. Like, yeah.
Okay.
But nah, man, I'm not big on that fact. And the simple fact, like, man, I don't want to make y'all rich. Like, y'all don't care about us, man. Like, at the end of the day, all that racist shit they were saying about us, man, people still doing it. Like T.I., for example, man. You did all that campaigning about, oh, don't buy this Gucci, don't buy all that, but you still ran Gucci, though. You forgave. I'm like, yeah, you a little bitch, man. You a little hoe for that shit, man.
No, but Ramon, this is why I don't respect a lot of these guys, because you see me, like, I like soccer or football, we call it over here, yeah? But I'm not the type of guy who goes crazy. If my team loses, I don't cry. I don't even own the shirt. I'm not buying their shirt. They got enough money as it is. Like, I'm not making them richer in it. I'm taking your stunts because I'm not like, otherwise it becomes a bit like idol worship. And like people start talking like they're part of the team, like they play for the team. They're like, we won. I'm like, bro, you didn't win. The team won.
Exactly. Right. They don't give a shit about you except for them ticket sales, man. Like, what you doing? And wait to buy their merch. They don't care.
Now my homie, he's like that. He'd be like, oh, bro, did you see our last game? We won our last game. It was amazing. I'm like, bro, you didn't kick a ball. You was not on the pitch. You didn't win nothing. Shut up.
Right. But football / soccer, you know, but football over there is overseas or international, I should say, is different. You know, it's a whole different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the holy wars of like what's going on with Israel and Palestine.
Come on, people will kill for their football club. You know.
Yeah.
They literally will. Don't get it twisted. It's mad. Remember the hooligans and that? Like they go and bomb people's pubs and stuff.
Especially over in Brazil and Ecuador and all that, man, they don't play. They don't.
Proper gangsters in the football over there. You're right.
Straight up.
Yeah, a couple of footballers have been taken like hostage and stuff. Even the Russians have taken a couple of footballers hostage, tried to make them throw games and stuff.
I heard about that. Yeah, it was a movie out about that.
Yeah, the Russians don't play still.
Wasn't that Invictus? Wasn't that based on that, around that a little bit?
I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen that one. I'd have to watch it.
Nelson Mandela with the apartheid and had based around like football and it's something around there. I don't know. Maybe I got it twisted or fucked up, but never mind.
But you have to think there's big money in these sports as well. So when these, you know, if these government people can get big money in there.
Hold on, your volume, your mic just disordered a little bit.
Now I was saying when they're getting these footballers to throw games, there's big money in it. Like I remember a few years back here, there was a team called Leicester. in England, and they won the Premiership, which is our like our football league basically. But I think the odds at the beginning of the season for them to win was like 5,000 to 1 or something crazy. It could have been more. So imagine if you put like £100 on there. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
If you put £1,000 on there,
that's buku money. Yeah, man.
Do you understand? And this is why I know that there's big money in this thing. That's why they're getting people to cheat.
Man, same thing with boxing too, man. A lot of boxing matches are rigged, man, and fixed. And it's like shit, man. Like the Phantom Punch. You know what I'm saying? I forgot who was that. I think it's Mike Tyson or something like that. Like he threw a punch and it didn't even land at all, and the dude was knocked out. You know, say he just laid down with a 10 count. He didn't even get hit, like barely got hit. I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, yeah, this shit. Some of this shit.
You know where the real money is being won though, innit? In the horse racing. The horse racing crazy. Like I've seen my granddad with like 2p coins and shit. Like he's got a penny jar. He's in the betting shop. And he's just doing accumulator. But when you do the accumulators, like say like I'm betting on 10 races, but all my 10 races have to win for me to win my bet. But he's put like 10p on, but if his bet wins, he's gonna win like 20 grand with 10p.
Yeah, man.
But when they come in, they come. Like my granddad's done it a few times and he was alive. God rest his soul. Like you would have laughed if you ever see this man walk in with pennies and walk out with 10 grand, 20 grand, 15 grand. Crazy.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah. I never been to one before. I got invited to one, but I couldn't make it out because we have one out. It's called Canterbury Park out here in Minnesota, but I never went. But yeah, man, that shit. Yeah. You can make some good, you know what I mean? Make some good money.
These old Jamaican men, you have to understand, they sit there all day watching horses, studying newspapers. They know every horse that's won, every horse that's lost. They know when a horse won its last race, how much extra weight it's going to have on it. They know everything. They just know too much. Like my granddad got banned from the shop where you go to place your bets about 4 times.
I heard some like a term called if a horse a mudder, if he runs good in the mud type shit. I don't know. It's like depending on like certain horses run better on wet ground or whatever, on the mud shit.
Yeah. You
So
know what as
they
well
tell
though, one thing I learned in the last month, so basically say like a horse wins a race, he wins the Grand National or wins a big race or whatever. The next time he races, they put weights on him so he runs slower to give the other horses like a chance to catch up. So, if that horse then loses a few races, they take the weights back off. And when they take the weights off, he's going to win. Do you feel where I'm coming from?
Oh, man.
So it's almost like cheating. So when these men are sitting there and they're studying it so hard, that's why they don't want to take some of their bets. They'll kick you out of the betting shop. Trust me, there's big money. I've seen it happen.
Somebody will get shot over that shit.
Yeah, I done one the other day. I betted on, hold on, it was 12 football matches, and one match I messed up on, but if that match had come in, I would have made 4 grand from £1.
That's a come up right there.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's better than the lottery as well. It's better because at least you've got a real chance of winning it. You know where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was upset when I didn't win the 4 grand because of one team. Now I was very upset. So I can get emotional. But this is why I only do small bets. I'll bet like £1 because that's not a lot to lose. Like I can afford to lose £1. Everyone can afford $1.
Right.
when it's like you got those guys who like the gambling machine and they'll be spending like $10,000 within like the year on gambling machines. I'm like, bro, that makes me feel sick to my stomach.
Mm.
You know,
Gambling
I've seen
machines?
a man
What,
stand there.
slot machines, you mean?
Yeah, I've seen a man stand at the slot machine and spend like
Oh, okay.
$2,000 in one day. And I just feel sick to my stomach watching him.
That's crazy.
Shit.
Mm.
Last time we went to the casino, man, this lady, and she had a crowd around her, and she had 3 security guards around her too, armed security guards. And I looked at the earnings she was making while she was playing on that. That motherfucker said 1.5 million.
Jeez.
And then, man, I was looking, I'm like, damn. And she was
No, for
still
some
playing.
people it works. For some people it works. Like they put like the craps table, or you got the roulette. The roulette is what I see a lot of people losing money on, though. Like, because they get excited. You might do a big win, but then do some big losses. And be trying to get your money back, and it just fucks them up.
Right, crapping out and you're done.
Yeah. Come on.
Trying to shoot for the stars and shit.
Come on, bro. I don't take them kind of chances. If I win once, that's me. I'm out.
Hell yeah. Shit. That's how I used to pay my bills, though. Shit. Going to casinos, man, playing the blackjack, man. For real. I ended up losing my job like a dumbass and shit, and I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I need to pay these I need to pay these bills, man. I was like, all right. So I went to casino and shit and learned how to play blackjack. Started winning like $60, $70. You know what I'm saying? I was working these little temp jobs, but the temp jobs weren't paying shit at the time. You know what I'm saying? It was just, something for me to fall back on, whatever. But I was going to casinos like 4 or 5 times a week, man, and winning. Sometimes I come back with $80, something. Another time I come back with 300. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But I was like, shit, man. I'm glad I didn't get addicted to it, because who knows, man? I don't know. Probably a bum out in the streets or some shit. I don't know. A junkie. Who knows, man?
Trust me, people lose their whole life in the flipping casino, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. But
yeah, man. I'm about to jump off though, guys, man. It's been nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, nice convo.
Yeah, you too, Shipper.
Yeah, big up, Ramon.
Appreciate you,
big
bro,
up,
man. Salute.
Yes, thank you for being on.
I'll see you next time, yeah.
Okay.
Big up, guys. Nice one.
All right, one.
Yeah, I'm about to close it down. I'm exhausted, but you're off today, so you can you'll be around when I do the Little Nine Lives re-show later on.
Right.
And I'm not gonna do it late either. I'm gonna do it I don't know, it'll be like afternoon sometime.
Okay. Let's see. I was damn, I was gonna say something, but never mind. I'll talk to you off. Yeah.
Yeah, email me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. I keep pushing my show back. I meant to do a show on Friday, and I keep pushing the time back, but I don't know if I'm going to do my show. If I am, it's going to be Sunday. It's going to be later on tonight, like 7:30 or something, just to do it, just to get it out the way, because man, I had people waiting in the bushes for like past 2 days.
Right.
So yeah, yeah, but you said later on. You said later on you going on like a little past noon.
Just email me and we'll figure out a time. That way you can do yours and I can do mine.
Okay, that sounds good.
Well, thank you for coming up.
So anybody hit your cash app?
Let me check. I think you're the only one. Yep,
Mm,
you're the only one. The
yeah.
only one.
I'm always your first, Faye. What you talking about?
I know, right? This shit's kind of spooky, actually.
Don't sacrifice me now. I'm doing
Oh God, that's horrible. I would never.
I
Oh
appreciate
God.
that, Faye.
No
But yeah, it was
problem.
nice rocking with you, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the updates with Lil Reese and
Yes.
and everything like that. Yeah, so I'm excited about that because yeah, I haven't heard any updates about that. So I know you bring it like again. I said in the chat, like I appreciate it and I love your journalism and your
Yeah.
news and what you bring to the table here. Um, certain things I haven't heard of, like, and you bring it to the
That's
forefront.
what I
Like,
like to do. Like if I can, I like to bring like details and stuff that people haven't heard about yet because sometimes like that like if somebody doesn't understand something or you don't have time to look it up, like, I can do that for people. So I like to do that.
yeah, salute to you. Appreciate that.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But thank you for coming up again. And like I said, just get a hold of me.
Who's that?
Behind the scenes
Jalapeno?
or whatever. Yeah, she's over there doing her, what do you call it? Her sneezing thing.
Mm.
Are you okay? She's just looking at me like, what?
Jalapeno's like, did you miss me, motherfuckers?
Oh my God. That would be hilarious to have like her picture and like Kid Murray saying that shit.
Oh, that'd be dope. I meant to tell you too. I did like your uh with the rifle with
Oh yeah, my dash on with the hunting outfit on. I
yeah
forgot to put that up there.
yeah, that's super dope. I was just cracking up like
Those are great.
yeah.
Yeah, those are great. I love those little costumes like that.
So yeah, yeah. I was gonna say yeah. We got like have like another like dog show too. 'Cause I remember you had one before, if I'm not mistaken. Like you talked about
Yes.
dogs. Yeah, I like those episodes. I like that show. I like them shows too. Like yeah. So, but yeah,
Cool.
I mean yeah. But I look forward
Yeah,
to your
like I tell
shows.
everybody, and if you have ideas or anything that you want me to do or something that I do that you like, I'll definitely do it. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just get a hold of me once you wake up or whatever.
All right, we'll do. We'll do.
And then we'll figure out like if you're gonna do a show. I know I'm gonna do mine so I can get rid of it. Like I said, after doing all that research for days on this, incident, I want to be done with it, and I don't want to like talk about him or hear his name for like a year and a half.
Right.
God. Whew. But thank you for coming up, and like I said, just get a hold of me later on.
All right, Faye.
And shout out to everybody that stopped by. And shout out to King Ramon for the cash app. Um, but yeah, and thank you for everybody for coming to the Behind the Bar troll show. It was really, really good.
Yes, yes, yes.
And if I forget anything, forgive me. I'll make up for it later because I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But I
hear
will
you.
talk to you soon. Okay, King Ramon?
Alrighty, Fave.
All right.
Have a blessed one, have a safe one, and yeah, and
Yes, you too.
I see you in these YouTube streets. All right.
Alrighty then. Bye.
Bye bye.